That was wrong.
Yeah, I guess I should have turned up the bassoon. Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka MBT, and it's your boy. Once again, we're chilling, we're hanging.
That was
My throat's
wrong.
a little sore, as you just heard. I had some difficulty speaking just now. I got a little bit of the con crud. I actually don't even know if I'm sick, to be honest. I caught a red eye last night from Pasadena back to America,
wrong.
and unfortunately, it was a 5-hour flight, and I run wet. I'm a moist little lad. I'm a nasty little moist little boy, and as a result, I had to not drink any water at all for like 2 hours beforehand, and then during the entire flight, so that I wouldn't have to use the bathroom because I wanted to be able to sleep, and I knew everyone else was trying to sleep, and it was I had a window seat, so I've been catching up.
That was wrong.
Can you turn up the bassoon? No, thank you. But yeah, I just got back from Needlefornia. If any of you, does anyone remember that? My fucking comment section. I just got back from the disgusting, socialist nation of Crackifornia, under the purview of gruesome Gavin Newsom. Soyfornia, yeah. It was very nice. Just got back from California. It was nice. A lot happened, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the Disneyland thing too. You look extremely feminine. Must have been the shower water. I didn't take no showers. Come on now. I don't trust what they're putting in the water over there.
That was wrong.
Ugh. Oy, oy, oy. Did you eat the fake meat? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Do you know why Simo dropped so early from Pasadena? He dropped at a completely reasonable time to drop. So a lot to talk about. I want to talk about Pasadena first, and that'll dovetail into a discussion about the larger format, and then we'll talk about Twitter. Then we're going to do progression series. Gage is not around today. Gage is not around today, unfortunately. That's because he is returning. He's on a plane right now, so he's not going to be here. But he will also not have time tomorrow to build a fun new deck for progression. So it is our job today to build a fun new deck for him. And look who else is here. Look who else is here.
I just wanted to hug my husband.
That was wrong.
Aw, I missed you too. And Jillian's in here too. No, I missed you.
I know who you really missed.
Yeah.
She's under your desk.
She's literally under my desk already.
Desk.
Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. You come out? Jillian wants to show you off. Sibling love is so nice. We have been talking so much about the fucking Folgers ad. When I came back, I went, finally some real coffee. Hi, Sadie. Oh, hi. Hello. Hello. You can step on me. There she goes. Jillian put a bow on me and she said, "You're my present this year."
That was wrong.
That would be okay if we were flirty because we're married and not siblings.
Well, we're married. You know what, actually? I'm going to bring Chad up to speed. Let's all watch the incest commercial. So I saw a tweet the other day that was like, it was a thing on NPR, yeah. Where Folgers was like, we're trying to reform our image because right now people think of us as the granny coffee, like the coffee for grandmothers. And the tweet was like, I always thought that they were the coffee for people who liked incest. If you don't know what we're talking about, here it is. 2009. This is Folgers Coffee Brother and Sister Home for Christmas 2009 Christmas TV commercial. We're not sponsored by Folgers, by the way. Oh my fucking god, it's so loud.
I must have the wrong house.
Sister? Oh, I missed you so much. They waited up all night for you, you know.
It's a long way from West Africa. Oh, real coffee.
Can you pause this?
It's a long way from West Africa.
Real coffee.
Where does coffee come from? Real coffee. All right, here's the mom.
Okay, weirdly sexual waking up from the mom. Too.
Yeah, everyone in
Like,
this
that's
is horny.
Just like too sexual of a way to get up.
I brought you something from far away.
Really? Oh.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Okay, come on. It looks like they're gonna fuck.
Like if the girl was 8, well, I watched this. Like if the girl was 8, this would be really cute. But the girl is not 8. And then Joseph showed me that
It's
girl
actually a
was wrong.
remake of a commercial from this
Here,
one.
show them,
Yeah,
show
from
them.
like 2000 and never.
Yeah.
Peter. No, you don't.
Merry Christmas.
Peter. See, but that makes sense. It's a child. They're excited to see them. The other one, oh man.
Well, it's like the wrong house sister. It's like I sure hope that like.
So okay, listen. So there was this there was this long ass article on it, and it was like they were non-union talent, but it was crazy because they were actually really good, which is usually not what you hear when you get non-equity people. And everyone was very happy to be a part of it. And they rapped and they were like, "We did a great job here today." And then it aired, and suddenly everyone was like, "They want to fuck," and they were like, "We did not even. No one saw this. Hundreds of people watched this commercial, and no one said, 'Did you realize that there's incest in this?'" It isn't Christmas till I see these two siblings gaze seductively into each other's eyes. I do like everyone like, real coffee? What the fuck are you talking about?
Like we had a like that's where the coffee comes from. It's like,
Real coffee. Why does the mother wake up so sensually? 10 out of
what
10.
I wanted to know.
I like when the mom was like, he's home. I wish my girl looked at me the way that sister looks at her brother. The weirdest thing about the commercial is where she says "sister" at the beginning. Hold up, this is where Farfa stole it from, right? He opens the door. He goes, "I have the wrong
You
house."
must have the wrong house.
Sister?
YouTube.
Oh, I missed you so much.
Have you
They
seen the
waited up
parody
all-
of this one? Can I watch it on stream? Is it this one here?
Maybe it's the one underneath it that says Christmas ad
You
parody.
must have the wrong house.
See, Folgers
Oh, we actually
Christmas
hold
ad
up. We have it. We
parody.
have it.
That was wrong.
I must have the wrong house.
Sister? Oh, I missed you so much. They waited up all night for you, you know.
It's a long way from West Africa.
Long way from West Africa.
Oh, coffee.
They cut the reel out of it.
Way from West Africa. Oh, coffee.
He's here.
He's here. They cut out the sensually waking up.
I brought you something from far away.
Really? Oh.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
The best part of waking up is Folgers.
See? I smelled it. He's back.
Ryan, you have
That
to
was
leave.
wrong.
What are you guys talking about? We know what's going on here. We know you're trying to each other.
What? No. Oh, please. Brothers and sisters don't look at each other like that.
We sent you to West Africa for a reason, Ryan, to separate you and your sister.
You're crazy! Oh, yeah? What's this?
He's my present this year.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. We're
Oh my God! Oh my
I'm
God!
your son, and I'm in love with your daughter.
Oh, Ryan, what is in that box?
What's in the box, Ryan?
They did a great job with the paper and stuff.
Unbelievable.
Holy shit.
Emily, I think we have so much in common because we grew up together. And I just want to wake up every morning to the smell of you and Folgers Colombian dark roast. And you make me the happiest brother.
Dad! Get off of him! I love him! No!
Kiss yourself.
I just want to my brother!
It's Folgers in your car.
Oh my god, thank you for showing me this, Chad. This is so good.
Great.
They did so much work. It's the same clothes and everything. They got the same
I
wrapping
wake up
paper
every morning to the smell of you.
and Folgers coffee. Wow, that's incredible. Ah, coffee. Oh my god.
Best part of waking up.
Mm.
I feel better now. I was really tired, and now I'm better.
You've been woken up like when you drink
Like-
Folgers coffee and fuck your brother.
You're my
Oh
present
my god.
this year.
Yeah. They did a great job with the set, the box, even the kitchen looks close. Yeah.
What's this?
He's my present this year.
Oh my god, it's good. That was good. Thank you, chat. I appreciate that. Ugh. All right, out. If you would like. You have school. You're my present this year. She doesn't want to kiss.
Well, because you said out. I'm a dog.
How do you know I wasn't talking to Sadie?
Well, because you looked at me.
I
and
just
said out.
like looking at you. The best part of waking up.
You were talking to me and not Sadie, though.
Would you like to leave?
I guess I will. I will leave now.
All right, out. That's to Sadie, of course,
No,
because
'cause
I
we
would
talk
never
to
talk
Sadie,
to.
go, out. It's never just one out to Sadie.
I thought I was. I was just. I thought it's been a while since I've seen Sadie. Maybe I wasn't. I didn't remember how I usually do it. How's this going, Chad? You think this is working? All right. I'll see you later. Have fun at school.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if you see me later.
I'm going to see her later. I'll make some Folgers.
And then I'll be like, nothing keeps me going in the morning like Folgers.
Yeah. The best part of waking up.
Oh, I have been singing it to Sadie. It's like, the best
That was
part of
wrong.
waking up is playing with the pup. We're loving up the pup. And then, like, I pet her and stuff, but she really likes it.
I like how you made the back half the Deltarune theme. The best part of waking up is playing with the... Well, how does it go? Playing with the...
No, I was doing the Folgers.
I'm going to have to go back and watch it. You went...
That was
Of
wrong.
waking up is playing with the pup.
No.
And then what did you say? You said something else too. You said,
We're loving up the pup.
we're loving up the pup. There was a way you did it that made me think of Deltarune.
I don't know.
This is not going well. This stream is... I don't know why you all tune in. It's just not happening tonight.
Because I'm pretty.
Yeah. Here, give me a kiss.
Give me a kiss.
Wife. Or else.
I wanted a please.
Well, I wanted a kiss.
I wanted you to say please.
Here. Please give me a kiss. All right.
Men, they get married
That
and then
was
they think
wrong.
they're entitled to kisses.
It's very true. Yeah.
They're like, oh, good, married to this bitch. Now she's got to kiss me
That is what I think. And make me Folgers.
and make you Folgers.
Just showed my wife the Folgers bit. She didn't think it was funny. I'm doomed.
Oh man, I'm sorry about that.
Does she have a brother?
It's gonna come up in the divorce proceedings. It's gonna be like, when did it start? Your marriage falling apart. It's like she didn't think the Folgers thing was funny.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. I can't do that. I don't know how you did it. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your... The best part of waking up. Okay,
Well, that sisters want Folgers somewhere.
I'm trying to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh my god.
Look at all these bitches
This is why I have to tell her to get out. She won't leave.
come in. Want to spend time with their husband.
Oh my god. All right, we're going to restart the stream. All right. The best part of waking up is Folgers. I love it a lot. Okay, so we got a lot to talk about with regards to Pasadena, a lot to talk about the resultant format. But first and foremost, let's talk about what's happening in America today. This is, bar none, the most important day in America's democracy. And that is because today on Twitter, Elon Musk's Tesla account unfollowed Rick and Morty. Oh my fucking god. Why even live in America? This is, oh my god. My 9/11 worse than my 9/11. This is my 9/12. Oh my fucking lord.
That was wrong.
Oh god. Oh jeez, Rick. Oh man. Remember when they put him in Rick and Morty? That shit was cringe.
That was wrong.
No, Elon Musk has been all that people are talking about this week. And that's because he's fucking insane. It's just wonderful. Thoughts on this, Joseph? I think it's relatable. Fine, I'll click your stupid ass link.
That was wrong.
Everybody wants to be my e-boyfriend. Here are my boyfriend requirements. Number 1, no female friends. You absolutely cannot talk to another girl. If you do, I will
that's valid.
stalk her location, find out what her name is, and be very mad at you for hanging out with her.
That's valid.
Number 2, no friends. You can't have any friends at all.
That's
any
valid.
friends, I will consider cheating. I will call you screaming, calling you a cheater. How could you do this to me? So if you have any friends at all and you decide to go out with them, just know that's it.
Yeah.
Share your location with me and FaceTime me at the location every hour or so.
That was
That's
wrong.
I don't know
true.
if you're capping
Yeah.
about where you are, so I need you to call me every hour
That's
so that way I
correct,
have
yeah.
an like a exact
Normal.
picture of where you are. 360, full 360. I can hear who's in the background. Number 4, come home by 7 p.m. every night. I like to play League of Legends, so you need to be home to play League of Legends with me by 7.
Yep.
No external hobbies, nothing other than me, and I'm your life.
Okay, I would say that's fine. I will not fuck someone who plays League of Legends, though. Okay, so everyone this week has been talking about Elon Musk, and that's
was
because he has
wrong.
been posting, miss after miss after miss. It is shocking. You don't expect like big CEOs to be good at memes, right? But watching one try, you almost feel bad for him. The same way that you would feel bad about like a puppy that's like missing a leg, or it's just misery. So let's just scroll down and see what's been going on today. Here was the funny post he posted today. Oh, how times have changed, okay? But then he goes, back when birds were real. You remember that's, the epic Reddit thing about how birds aren't real. But if Twitter is a bird, then that means... I mean, just terrible. Just legitimately awful. Really, really bad. Here's a very funny one. Twitter needs to become by far the most accurate source of information about the world. That's our mission. Well, all I can say, buddy, is mission accomplished. What the
That was wrong.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But the funniest thing that happened this weekend was going forward, any Twitter handles engaging in impersonation without clearly specifying parody will be permanently suspended. This is because people were changing their picture to Elon Musk's and then typing shit like "my pee don't work." Then he banned someone who did have parody in their name and their bio and was saying like, "Hey, it's me, Elon Musk. I love eating shit." So I guess now Twitter toss is that you could say the N-word or whatever. You just can't make fun of Elon Musk specifically. I think that's pretty much the only thing that is currently banned. It's very, very funny. Oh, what do we got? We got a new one. Oh, this was the best one by a lot. To independent-minded voters, shared power curbs the worst excesses of both parties. Therefore, I recommend voting for a Republican Congress given the presidency is Democratic. I'm sorry. This is, if you have this brain, this is just cuck brain. I'm sorry. This is cuck brain. Well, the people I like, I like their ideas, but I feel like they have a little too much power. Let's give the other guy some power. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god. Oh boy. It's wonderful. Thankfully people are clowning on him for it. Oh Jesus Christ. Apparently he has been, allegedly unblocking himself from people who have blocked him. It's just lovely. It is wonderful that we all get to see this man, his brain just go down the fucking toilet in real time on Twitter. But the number one thing I would say is, like, please, I am begging you, just keep posting. You got to keep posting through it. The more you post, the better it's going to get. So, Elon, if you're listening, keep it up. As your lawyer, I am begging you to keep posting that shit. Here's the thing, he wants to be so badly, he wants to be a poster. But he's just not. He just doesn't have the right brain for it. He's just not.
That was wrong.
He's not funny. He's not interesting. He's posting shit like this, like the most powerful person in the world on the media platform he owns. He's posting like memes from 2009 Facebook. He just wants to be a poster so bad. But you know who is a poster?
Wrong.
Donald Trump. Not a fan of Donald Trump? Look at this fucking post. When Elon Musk came to the White House asking me for help on all of his many subsidized projects, whether it's electric cars that don't drive long enough, driverless cars that crash, or rocket ships to nowhere, without which subsidies he'd be worthless, and telling me how he was a big Trump fan and a Republican, I could have said, drop to your knees and beg, and he would have done it! Holy shit! Oh my god. Oh, let them fight, man. Let them fight. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That
All
was
right.
wrong.
I think that's enough things that aren't Yu-Gi-Oh. Let me see what else is going off. Chef Boyardee is trending. Why is that? Who knows?
That was wrong.
Oh. God, he looks bad in this picture. I've been really liking the Chinese Elon Musk though. I love all of his fucking things. He's so funny. See if I can find his yeah, here we go. So good. He's like, "Hello, everyone. I am Elon Musk." And it's clear he's like, "That was the whole video. Why are you still recording?" And they're like, thank you. Tesla. It's lovely.
Right. It's Matthew.
Oh, I've seen it.
Please! No, Shulk. What? Forget it. What? Ryan! That's cringe, Shulk. You're cringe.
Very true. All right, Pasadena time. So first up, there's a Pasadena memes tweet. Everyone reply with your Pasadena memes to this, and we'll do it at some point. But let's talk about what happened at Pasadena. So for those of you that don't know, a couple of weeks before Pasadena, about a month, I started testing hardcore. I was I was testing. That's the noise I make while I'm testing. Unlike the last time that I tested for a YCS, I actually did it, 1. 2, we had good people who were also testing. This is not always true. Usually we just have Danny, and he fucking sucks. That's a joke. Danny was around. I really appreciate it. But, about a week in, it became clear that the only thing worth doing was a Shizu tier. Like, the absolute only thing worth doing was playing a Shizu tier. And after a week and a couple of days, it became clear that I was not going to be up to snuff on a Shizu tier by the time of the tournament. So I thought, there's really only one deck that I can play for this event, because it's the only other deck that's competitive in a format where a Shizu tier is tier 0, and it is Fluandereeze. So, I picked up Fluandereeze, and I've been playing it for a couple of weeks. Then, at Minneapolis, Sereminon's friend topped with Fluandereeze, doing some really unconventional stuff. Completely changed how I play the game, the play style of the deck. I gotta tell you, high-level Fluandereeze play is really interesting. It is really, really, really interesting. I hate to be like this. I know that everyone's like, oh, it's a barrier statue pass. It just isn't. It is just not. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of the keys to the kingdom here. Do a combo? Yeah, sure. We'll do one real quick. Let me see if my deck is up. Oh, this was... Is that video up yet, by the way? I'd love to pump that. Let's go to solo mode. So, here's the short of it. This hand is maybe good. All right, let's try that again. I'm trying to grab a hand that shows it off. I guess I could just engineer one myself. Yeah, I mean, this would do it. So we terraforming here for the field spell. We prosby. We're trying to get Rabina here, but we can get anything. Like winds would be good. Oh, M-Pen's kind of silly. I actually don't want any of this. So let's just grab Duality. This will do it regardless, because people always give you Rabina off of Jack in the hand. Wow. Yeah, we would take Dreaming Town here. Then we Jack in the hand. It would probably get us Rabina, but even if it doesn't, it's fine. We'll just pretend that it did for the sake of showing this off. So the unfortunate truth of the matter is that the barrier statue singleton Dreaming Town is not sufficient to win the game in the modern era. That's because every deck has multiple ways to out the barrier statue. They play mainboard things that clear it, and as a result, you are just dead in the water. You add to that the fact that Dreaming Town is main phase only. That means that if your opponent is playing out of the board something like Tearlament's Heartbeat, something like Cosmic Cyclone, have a really, really clean out, and because this is your only search over the course of the turn that can hit it with 100% consistency. So, here's what I did as much as I could over the event. We'd go Magnificent Map, summon Rabina. We'd reveal M-Pen. We go Rabina here. We grab Toucan. We Toucan target M-Pen. We'll go like this. This, add M-Pen to hand. We perform our normal. M-Pen 1, Rabina 2, Toucan 3. And we'll grab Dreaming Town. We'll perform a normal of a bird that we've already used the effect of. Here I'm going to go toucan because it's not like integral to have in hand. We'll use our normal on Eaglin. We go Eaglin, search the second M-Pen. Here's a fun fact you might not be aware of. This card is not a once per turn. There are just not once per turns on any of this shit.
That was
So we
wrong.
go normal M-Pen, grab Eaglin back, M-Pen resolve, we grab wins. And then you can go wins, Dreaming Town, right? Now, you might be thinking here, how is this better? Well, firstly, they're not going to be able to hit 2 Dreaming Towns unless they drew double Cosmic. Secondly, Unexplored Winds contests the most problematic card for you in the tier matchup, which is Perlino. Thirdly, if they normal summon a like any monster, you do get to do the map thing, and you can obviously just go for crazy stuff there. And fourthly, the play that punishes not having the barrier statue on field is go sheer in effect, pitch a guy. But if they go sheer in effect, pitch a guy, you chain Dreaming Town. At point of resolution, you go Robina. Because they are turn player, they'll activate all their tiers first. Then you'll activate Robina CL2 and use Robina in order to grab the barrier statue of the Stormwinds and cut them off, right? Good players will know that you are doing that, and they will tailor their plays accordingly. Fun fact also, Dreaming Town is not a once per turn for some fucking reason. This is an adorable line. The Robina is super flexible. It can get DD Crow in certain hands, or if, you know, Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds isn't particularly good. What do you do if your opponent says end of main? Me, in this situation, I probably fire a Dreaming Town, and I just go through a line that gets me a bunch of advantage, and then I let them do it. Like, if they leave M-Pen on the field, they leave M-Pen on the field. Yeah. It's not once per turn. It is once per turn, is it? Huh. Now, which effect of this is once per turn? Is it the one that performs a normal summon? Or is it the one that says flip all monsters face down? Interesting. Now, does it say each effect or this effect? Yeah. How many times did you brick at the YCS? Once. Sorry. Twice, but once I lost for an external reason. How are you finding the first M-Pen? You can search it off Eaglin, or you can banish it off map to grab it back with Toucan. So I liked this a lot. I thought that my list was pretty good. I'll just show it off here. I did get to day 2. I was very happy with my performance, but well, I'll talk about the tournament in a sec. The Fluanderies that got to top 32 was playing Nadir Servant, which I was doing until maybe a couple of days before the actual event proper ended, or started rather. And then I audibled off of it because I was like, it's not good enough. It's got these weird nombos with shifter, but if you watch the top 32 Flu profile, that guy's explanation, especially when he gets to the sideboard about how Nadir interacts with existing board states, is really, really good and important. And moving forward, I would definitely play Nadir Servant. I would 100% do it. The other thing I would probably do is play the second barrier statue main. I boarded it, but 1 Toucan and 2 Stree, why not the reverse? I actually want to play 1 and 1, but I never want to give my opponent the opportunity off Jack in the hand to take my only Toucan. So I go Stree here, and occasionally they'll take Stree, and it's like, okay, I still have a Stree. Stree is very, very bad. I board out of one of these every single game. It is such a liability in a format where everyone's on Mudora and Keldo. What are the last few side deck cards? Oh, it's a Rivalry. It's nothing interesting. But I would say, how did Jack treat you? Jack was incredible. Jack was the fact that Jack wasn't Rhoda came up once in a game that I was already winning. Was Featherstorm good? Featherstorm was quite good. It was very, very good. So here's what happened. How many Dogmatica names do you play? Just the one. You can get it from the graveyard too. So let's go through the actual games. You just lose if your opponent draws Harpies or Lightning Storm? No. If they draw Harpy, you just go, okay, I will now do the line. You know, if they draw a Lightning Storm, what are they calling? Back row? Okay, I will end on M-Pen, Barrier Statue. That's fine. Lose your battle phase. If they pass back to you and you have M-Pen plus a way to a second map, you just win. Anyway, let's go through the individual rounds. Let me piss real quick. I actually have to piss very bad. have to shit really bad too. Ugh. Can I shit? I really have to shit. Can I shit, everyone? Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta shit. Let me throw on my YCS Pasadena vlog. What could we watch that's like 10 minutes? This.
All right, duelists, welcome back to Team APS Plus, and you guys all know exactly why we're here today. YCS Pasadena was just this past weekend. It was the first major Yu-Gi-Oh event since the release of Magnificent Mavens, and this was a very long-awaited set for some pretty obvious reasons. It introduced the Ishizu cards into the game, and these were some highly anticipated, and maybe feared, cards that were supposed to help the already very strong Tier Elements deck become the Tier 0 deck that everybody has been fearing. So, did it actually happen? Well, the answer is yes, without a doubt. This deck is extremely dominant, and the results so far suggest that it is definitely a Tier 0 deck. Now, whether or not that continues remains to be seen, but I wanted to hop into some of the coverage of the event, share some thoughts of mine, some takes. The sort of, I guess, abridged answer to all of this is that I think that this deck probably is going to get hit sooner rather than later. Not necessarily for the reason you might think, although it has kind of been already a topic of conversation. All right, let's just hop into everything. So, first of all, I want to say congratulations to the winner. This was Hani Jawari. He piloted his Shizu Tier Elements deck with precision and aggression to come out on top, beating 1,805 other duelists to become YCS Pasadena champion. So he was playing up against Jesse Cotton in the finals. I caught some of the parts of it on stream, and it looked really intense. It looked like a lot of fun. Both players certainly were, making a lot of decisions, and there was a fair amount of interaction going on. A lot of people online seem to agree that that was a thing. We're going to get a little bit more back into that in a second, but yeah. As for the representation of the Tier Elements deck, this is the top 32 breakdown in a pie chart. So Tier Elements took 81% of the top spots. That's 26 different Ishizu Tier Elements decks, 3 Sprite decks, one was Pure 2 or Bestial, and 3 Fluanderies decks. In all of top 32. Now, typically the cutoff point that most people sort of share regarding when a deck is Tier 0 is like 65%, or about 2/3 of representation all going to one deck. Well, clearly that's not missing here. The Ishizu Tier Elements deck definitely took the top spots, and only 2 other decks were really able to make a dent, so that's telling. Also, you might have seen this picture going around on the internet. So, yeah, this was a feature match between Pac, shoutouts to him, and Hani, who ended up winning the event. This was an Ishizu Tier Elements Ditto, and it's chaos, right? Like, this is just kind of a nightmare. There are cards everywhere that are, that have been milled, cards that are already in the grave, there are cards that are banished, there's monsters in the field that you would be hard-pressed to make out the difference. Players have cards in hand, cards are everywhere, and it's really pretty insane. This is not a great look.
Like the most efficient shit of my life. Just went boom. Oh, God. Oh, Lord, I'm feeling so much better now. Oh my God. When I'm on vacation, I just don't really shit. This always happens. I just don't really shit. I come home.
That was wrong.
There it is. Anyway, so this is the deck I was playing. I want to thank real quick everyone who tested with me, all my friends, but especially I'd like to thank Rebby, who picked up, and Danny, who picked up a bunch of like off-meta decks at the last second, so I could ensure that I didn't auto lose to Rogue, and Josh, Bean Soldier TV. The day of the event, I show up and we played probably like 100 games. Legitimately, like, the day of, we just kept playing it. We were practicing the matchup over and over and over again. And more than anything else, and Josh vocalized this even, we were just having fun. We were having a great time. The tier versus flu match is really engaging. There's a lot of points of interaction. Both decks have a lot of play at all stages of the game. It's just there's so much meat to it. It really is. There's a ton of meat. And so we played like 100 of these just over and over and over again. Everyone's saying that's copium. I promise you just haven't played it. Many of you are saying that's copium with a literal, like, baseline understanding of what flu is doing, like what the goal of Flu is. You're like, oh, you normal barrier statue, how could that be fun? Well, you have to actually play the deck. I mean, many people will disagree with me here, but I will say it. Dimension Shifter does not beat Tier. Tier can, and you will shit your pants to hear this, play through Dimension Shifter. We did it. A ton. The reason that I'm on Dark Ruler No More is because if I open Shifter, I still have to beat the board. It's crazy. The deck can just do everything. How often did Dim Fissure come up? I didn't see it at all. I boarded it in constantly. I never saw it.
That was wrong.
Any chance you could show the top 32 Flu list? Yeah, I mean you could just look it up. I disagree with kind of the concept behind it, but the theory, like I disagree with the fundamental premises of the theory that you need to be making barrier statue and then protecting it. But I agree with the choices made if you buy that premise. I think that he's like onto the right stuff. But moving forward, if I was playing this list, I would not play Called By. It was as bad as everyone said it was. In testing, I would like use it to negate Orange Light, but it only works if they Orange Light without a Keldo or a Mudora. Like it has to be a Nagito. I would play the second Barrier Statue main, probably over like a Stree. Yeah. But real quick though, no Mist Valley Apex Avion in the main. I want to play as few as possible. The next big guy I would play would be the third M-Pen over anything else. Are you all getting effed? It's not on my end. I have no connection problems. Interesting. EU problems must have been. But yeah, no. So here's how my event went. I came into the event wanting to day 2. That was my goal. You know, I felt really disappointed that at the last couple of events I've missed day 2 by like a match, and it was really frustrating. Especially because like I don't feel like, oh my god, the Sprite one I tested so much for the mirror and just like did not get the Tier rep in that I needed, and then Tier was the deck to beat at Niagara, and I just like felt like a fucking moron. This time I will say the testing was extremely important, very, very important. I maybe would have wanted to test against Sprite a little more so I could pivot more effectively, but it was good. It was good for sure. So we go into I get in. So here's how my event goes. I take a flight into Pasadena. The flight sucks, obviously. I meet up with Doug at the airport. We go to 7-Eleven so I can pick up some energy drinks. And then we go to the like house, right? The Airbnb. The Airbnb is me and Crush Cards and Gage and Chaotic Meatball and Gage's crew, which is Josh and Dan. And we are just jamming a fuckload of games. So I'm like, okay, so I've been playing against Josh for, 2 hours, playing a Shizu Tier. What is everyone else on, right? What is everyone else playing? Doug is on Exo Sister. Brian and Logan are on Live Twin Sprite. I know, shocking. And like a going second Zodiac list because Logan is just fucking done with the format. Dan's on Sprite, and I'm like, Gage, what are you on? And Gage goes, I think I'm going to play Naturia. And I'm like, what do you mean you think you're going to play Naturia? And he's like, yeah, I think that it might be the pick. And I'm like, okay, do you need a list? He's like, no, I already submitted. And I'm like, you already submitted your deck list? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. I saw a tweet on Josh Schmidt's Twitter. He sends me the list. Let me actually see if I can find the tweet that Josh made. It's got to be like this weekend, right? Yeah, I can't find it. But on his Twitter, he talked about Naturia at one point. And oh, there's a video for it? Let me see. I'm looking.
Easy clap.
What can even compete?
We put Rune.
Oh, you found it? Good.
Easy clap.
Oh, it is in here.
Banger tweet. Now let's move on with modern day content, shall we? That was
I'm
a
not
good
seeing no
blast
list.
from the past. Let us.
I ain't seeing no list.
What is up, everybody? This is Josh back with another video. Or whatever. Both players mill 5 cards.
There's a list here.
In terms of deck building, which is why I'm not a huge fan of the concept. In general, I like to be a solid deck.
Here we go. So, Josh threw together this list in, I think, literally maybe like 30 minutes. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Gage just took it. He was like, yeah, let's go. I don't know any of these cards. Let's register it. So, a couple of things I would disagree with about this list. In Naturia specifically, you don't really need to max out on the millers because you're going to hit, the only good hit really is tree, and you're going to hit tree anyway, right? But you do need to max out on Mudora and Kelda. I mean, those are really important. You need to play more Vernisylphs. We're playing 3 here. You probably need 9. I would play, we played in our list 7 plus Vera. Really love that. Naturia Vayne would not be my first choice. In fact, I don't think that is probably even remotely worth playing. And Blessing could probably go to 2, right? So I tell Gage this, and he goes, "Oh no, that's fine. We're fine." And I go, "Okay." Like this is a, for what it's worth, this list came out a week and change ago. Like this is clearly a day 1 build, right? So we start testing, and Gage is not winning a game. He is not winning a single game. And it's because, you know, not only is he unpracticed with the deck and everything, he just picked it up today. Naturia is a graveyard strategy in a format where everyone is prepared to beat a graveyard strategy that is better equipped. So we're just like shiftering him, we're just like blowing him out. So then later that night, Pack and crew come over, and Pack says, "You know what, Gage, I'll help you test. Give me Logan's deck, the like blind second stuff." And Pack starts playing against Gage, and he goes like 10-0. And Gage, I mean, I really thought he was going to fucking quit Yu-Gi-Oh. I was like, oh my good God. It was rough. So at this point, I go to bed. I did not know this, by the way. Everyone that Gage knows snores. So I go to bed. I get as much sleep as I can. Wake up the next morning bright and early. We go over to the venue, right? We go over to the venue, and I sit down for my first round. I open my hand. Nothing. It is just not playable. I just look at it, and I'm like, this better not be my whole fucking day. It just can't be. God damn it. And I go, okay, I can bluff. Maybe I can bluff like I don't know what I can bluff. I can bluff a brick of all bricks. Like maybe I drew. I'm trying to imagine a tier limit hand that like would brick the way I did, and I'm like, okay, Celiac Crime would be part of it. So I set 2 and I pass. My opponent starts. They go normal magical musketeer Caspar, and I go, no, not like this. I go, yeah, and they go max summon 2, and I'm like, let's go next. We go next. I'm like, I can't go first, but I have to go first. So I go, I'll go first. I open, you know, playable. It's not great, but it's playable. One of the worst hands the deck can produce, but it does actually do the combo. So I do the combo. I end on like Barrier Statue, like it's like 2019. It's just a normal ass combo. My opponent goes Dark Ruler. I go, yeah. They go Cosmic your thing in draw phase. I go, yeah. They go Dark Ruler. I go, yeah. They go normal Magical Musketeer Starfire, and I go, son of a fucking bitch. I can't believe this. They get dangerously close to blowing me out again. They set one card. They pass. I'm like, only map gets me out of this. I draw. It's map. I'm like, holy fucking shit. Map. Reveal Rabina. They go, yeah. I go, Rabina. Eaglin 2. They go, yeah. I go, Eaglin, grab M-Pen. They go, summon limit. And I go, summon limit. You're going second. Why? Why would you do this to me? And so I lost. And this was the most devastating thing that could have happened, because in testing, all I was scared of was Rogue. I was like, if I win my first match, I'm golden for the rest of the day. But if I lose my first match, I'm going to hit the dregs of human civilization, and I'm going to have to play against garbage that my deck does not beat because it is a meta call. And so I sit down for round 2. I'm like, I'm so pissed at myself. My opponent wins the die roll. They go, I'll activate Planet. And I go, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my god, thank you so much. We play out a tier match, I win. Round 3, we play out a tier match, I win. I'm like, thank the fucking Lord, baby, we're back in tier. Round 4, 2-1. I see that they have put me at table 2050, and I go, what the fuck? It's a VIP table. I go up to the VIP guy, and I'm like, oh, so you won a VIP qualifier. You've got the 2-round bye. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, mentally, I'm like, and you lost your 3rd round, huh? But I don't say that. I just go like, oh, so last round was rough or something. He goes, yeah, just didn't really plan out against Flu. And I go, interesting. It was Sprite. Didn't really have a Flu plan. But because he didn't have a Flu plan and a lot of experience against the deck, it was slow, and we went to time in game 2 in a position where I probably couldn't win in time. I maybe should have scooped, but I was so ahead on board, and Sprite has so many ways, especially out of the board, to take a 5-minute turn and then win in time, that I was like, fine, we'll take the tie. So from this position, I have one more loss to give, and I have to win out for the rest of the day. Sit down for round 4. It is tier.
That was
cleaned
wrong.
it up. Sit down for round or 5 rather. Sit down for round 6. And my opponent goes. Sit down for round 6. It's tier again, and I lose. I'm 3-2-1, and I'm like, fuck. I have to win fucking 2 in a row now. My opponent sits down for round 7, or 3-2-1. Yeah, I have to win 3 in a row. My opponent sits down for round 7, and he goes, "Oh well. If I was going to lose, it was going to be like this." And I go, what do you mean? He's like, oh, you know, that it would be you. And I was like, okay. And I kind of clock my opponent. They're like, their mannerisms are like, you know, they're just kind of excited to be here. And I'm like, I wonder what they're playing. And my opponent goes, Sark. And I go, oh, son of a bitch, it's the mirror. Oh, God. Okay, no big deal. We've practiced the mirror. I'm ready. Goes, I'll banish Tempest. And I go, it's not the mirror. It's not the mirror at all. It's Dragoonity. I'm looking at a hand with a Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds in it, and I'm like, yeah.
That was wrong.
So he says this, and he goes, you ever watch Phoenix Flare X? And I'm like, I'm familiar. And so he adds Remus, and I go, watch how familiar I am, motherfucker. Shifter. And, you know, he can't play under Shifter. I win that game. Second game, he goes first. He's making a board. I'm like, this deck is so fucking bad. Like, it doesn't do anything. He goes 55-step combo to make a red bear. I'm like, oh, yeah, a red bear. Yeah, that's going to do it. 1 negate. Oh, holy shit. There's just no way. Then he makes, fucking, Scarlight. And I go, Scarlight? Huh? I'm like, we have 20 minutes. You're not going to take a 20-minute turn. He goes, Scarlight passes. I draw for turn. He goes, I will tribute Scarlight for EEV. And I go, right. Yeah, for sure. You got it, dude. So we go to game 3. I open the stones, and I activate Featherstorm. It's his first time reading Featherstorm. Reads Featherstorm. He's like, whoa. I'm like, yeah, whoa. He goes, passes back to me. I draw, and then I Ryza to put Featherstorm back at the end phase, and I loop him 3 turns in a row. And I was just like, this is so fucking bleak. I'm sorry, dog. we are just going to Featherstorm every single turn. And he legitimately, like, at the end was like, yeah. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, this is what the deck does. It's just rough, yeah. So then, after that, I'm like, thank God I'm out of the rogue bracket. Give me another tier, please. Thank you. I sit down. My opponent goes, oh, hey, it's you. I go, it's me. And they're like, oh, man. Hey, you came in with Doug, right? And I go, yeah, I came in with Doug. And he goes, well, I hope to do him proud with this deck. And I go, you hope to what? You hope to do him proud with this deck? So Doug had been on feature last round with Exo. And I'm like, oh, he's on Exo. Or is he? Because he could also be on Fabled. Or, horrifyingly, he could be on Geist. Opponent wins the die roll. They normal Mario. And I go, uh-oh. Oh, no. Not good. They set up.
was wrong.
I draw. I do my line. I clear the board. They go Mystic Mine. I have 2 Mystic Mine outs in the main deck. Wins, which is damn hard to search if you cannot activate monster effects.
That was wrong.
And, Harpies. So I draw, it's Prospy. I go Prospy. I go whiff, Feather Duster. And I was like, thank you so much. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Lord, for doing what I needed. And so, game 2, we just do more stupid bullshit. He blows me out. Game 3, I do the line. He does the line. I resolve, like, evenly matched a couple of times or something, and I end up winning the set. And we get out of it, and I'm just like,
that
okay,
was
sure.
wrong.
So finally, very last one of these, I go, all right, this is my winning in. All I got to do is clear one last match, and I got it.
That was wrong.
So here's what's happened around me during that time. Alex is out. He dropped at X2-1. He was just like, I'm done playing. Doug went 4-0, and then the wheels fell off, and he dropped. Josh is
wrong.
live. Sir Aminon is live. And that's it. And so, Gage dropped round 1, by the way. So, we're like chilling.
That was wrong.
And I'm like, okay, one more. I'm feeling good. Josh at this point is X1, and we think that he has not only a good chance of clearing, he has a good chance of like actually clearing with the amount of wins necessary to top. And we're like super excited about it. He comes down and he goes, I'm out. I go, you're out? You just lost one? You dropped? You were that mad? I mean, X2 can still top. Like, what the fuck? Especially with breakers this good. He goes, not by my choice. And I go, what happened?
Wrong.
Well, here's what happened. Josh sat down at X1 against Exo. It's his worst matchup.
That was wrong.
He's on a Shizu tier. And he beats Shifter game 1, Dweller Necro Valley game 2. He was like, I played out of my mind. I've never played that well. It was unbelievable.
Was wrong.
I get up, I sign the slip, and I realize my fucking name is not on it. And I go, no. And he goes, yes. The other person for this match at X1 was a fucking no-show. The person in my match that was supposed to show up and say, where is my opponent, was also a no-show. So I got a match loss for being 10 minutes late to my real round. And I was like, oh my God, that's terrible.
Wrong.
But you can still clear. And he goes, no. Because if you get a match loss for not showing to a round, they drop you. And I go, go tell them. And he goes, they will not put you back. And he was right.
That was wrong.
It was horrifying. The moral of this story is check your fucking slips. It was so rough. So, we're going into the last round. I just wanted to day 2. I know that even at X2-1 I have no chance of topping, but I wanted to day 2. I sit down in front of my opponent, and we're just chit-chatting. And I'm talking about Doug's round. I was like, yeah, Doug got a feature. I don't know if you saw it. He misplayed versus Sky Striker, and it cost him the match. And the guy's like, how do you feel about that deck? And I was like, what do you mean, how do I feel about that deck? Why do you want to know how I feel about Sky Striker? I'm like, it's good. Why? He's like, well, they have the new spell. I'm like, yeah, I think the new spell's fine. He goes, okay. Shuffle up. Of course he's on fucking Sky Striker. I do the combo. I set 2 wins. I'm Gucci. I pass it back to my opponent. Lightning Storm's calling monster. And I go, uh-oh. I go, okay. Normal Ray, battle. And I'm like, well, I have 2 wins, right? I have 2 wins. He's not going to kill me. He's just doing the stupid fucking Hayate thing for more damage. I'll just wins in main phase 2, and we'll just win the game. And I go, fine. He goes, attack with Ray. I go, yeah. He goes, tag for Hayate. I go, yeah. He goes, attack, 3K, whatever. He bins Rose. He bins Rose or something. I go, whatever. He goes, linkage. I go, huh? He goes, yeah, read this card. I go, all right. No monsters in the extra monster zone, or in the main monster zone. I guess you get to tag into another guy. He goes, Kagari. Add back linkage. I go, what's Kagari at? He goes, linkage gives them 1,000 attack. I go, so 25, right? He goes, yeah. He goes, okay, I'll take 25. He goes, linkage. I go, that's not a once per turn? Huh? He goes, yeah, that's right. I go, I'm dead. He goes, you're dead. I go,
That was wrong.
That was a good one. That was a good one. And I'm thinking in my head, I had said to myself, I was like, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to claw my way up from the fucking barrel of hell that my losses have thrown me into, and then the last round is just going to be out of my fucking control. It's going to be some ridiculousness that I'm not prepared for. And of course it is. So we go to game 2. Game 2 is pretty unremarkable. He opens like double evenly, and not double evenly. Opens Lightning Storm evenly, and I play through it by making Apex Avian, negating the lightning, or negating like a Widow Anchor, and then making Apex Avian again with the second copy of Town. It was very silly, a very strange one. And that's why Apex Avian's in the board, by the way, is for rogue matchups. And we go to game 3, and I played, and Josh can chime in here if he's around. Worse than I have ever played in my entire life. Was unbelievable. I was just like flabbergasted at myself. I don't know what happened. What happens is midway through the match I go, it's been 9 rounds is why. I go wins, shuffle back, I want to say fucking 2 critters for 2 draws. One of the draws is Prosby, because I'm used to going Prosby and then finding wins later. I'm like, okay, Prosby. And my opponent in draw phase goes, wait a minute. And I go, oh, fuck, you're right. We call over a judge, and we spend, no joke, 15 minutes reconstructing this board state. We do get it. We do get the board state back. But oh my God, could the judge have easily been like, this is not a repairable game state. There is just no fucking way. And I was like, yeah. But despite playing like hot ass, I did eventually get it. I was able to get the dub. And I went to my opponent after, and I was like, dog, I really appreciate you. If you had pushed the judge to be like, no, dude, this game state's irreparable, you probably could have gotten it. And he was like, no, I don't want to win that way. And I was like, you're great. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. But he was kind anyway. But I did have to promise him I will do a 10-minute testing on Sky Striker. Linkage really impressed me. That card is unbelievably strong. I'm truly shocked. So then we wake up the next morning. I go for I go to round 9 or round 10 rather. I shuffle up. I draw in my opener Mist Valley Apex Avian, and I go uh-oh. I call a judge and I go, what's going on here? I got a sideboard card in my main. And he goes, so that was not very smart of you. That's going to be a warning. And I go, I don't think that it is going to be a warning. And he goes, why do you think it's not going to be a warning? And I go, I received a PE minor yesterday for drawing under Prosby. And he goes, yeah, that's going to be a game loss then. And I go, yeah. And so I take the L. I board for going first. I board into the Feather Storms. You know, I board into the extra copy of the Stormwinds. I'm like, whatever, you know, it is what it is. The hand wasn't great anyway, you know, so there's no guarantee that it even would have worked. And so I draw up. It's crazy. The hand's nuts. It does everything. It's like, bop, 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 bop. I set up everything. I have a loop on Feather Storm. I'm like, that's the end. We'll go to game 3. I can take a game 3 versus like Tier or something. No big deal. My opponent goes Mystic Mine. I go, that's bad, but not that bad. And then they go set 5. And I go, that's bad. That's really bad. No, wait. I lied to you. They went set 4. And then they went 1 Day of Peace. And I went, no. I'm like, there's only one deck that's playing fucking 1 Day of Peace. Sure. So I'm like, I have outs to the mine, but I'm holding them for the turn because I know it's fucking mine burn. And I'm like, okay, we'll just wait. And then 3 turns before like the end of the game, my opponent reveals they are in fact not mine burn. They are runic. They're runic. They were runic the whole time. And they just elected to get on the mine game plan. And so they go like, all right, destruction you, slumber you, flashing fire you, draw step, do the same thing again, banish 15, GG. And I was like, damn, I'm fucking stupid. You got it. Yeah. That deck is cool. I like it a lot. And, you know, no shame in losing to it. Unfortunately, I don't think either of us could have cleared it X2-1. We were literally like at the bottom tables of day 2, but it was fun. It was nice. It was nice. He also discarded super well. Like, the discards for hand size all led me to believe, even into the end of the game, that it was Mine Burn. Because it was like Prospies and shit. And I like, Runic Mine wasn't on my mind if you see Prospies, because you can't play that card because you're trying to use the field spell to draw every turn. But it was just like a normal Runic deck. It had like Sprite shit in it. It was crazy. You were literally the bottom table of round 10. That's not true. There were people to the right of me. But it was funny.
That was wrong.
It was very fun. So then after that, I hung around with Alex for a while, and we both entered the same Time Wizard event and both lost to the same guy, him in round 1, me in finals. I lost to the guy in an unlosable match. I had Drill Warrior coming back every turn. It was Edison. And I normaled a Vanity's Fiend because it had FTK'd him in a previous match. He was on a Zombie Diva. And then I go, okay, Drill Warrior. And he goes, you are under Vanities. And I go, oh! Okay. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. But the person I was playing against had already won a mat. And I was like, are you attached to these? And he was like, find me after the entire event and we'll work something out. And we did. And so I do have a mat, even though I fucking suck at Edison. He was good though. And oh, the other thing is, I swear to God, I'm fucking face blind. I did not remember anyone this weekend. But my opponent from that match, we finished. He went to go get the mat. Later in the day, he comes up to me with the mat, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll sign this for sure. Where do you want it?" And he was like, "No, you fucking." Come on. And I go, oh, right. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. It was exceptionally cringe. Other fun stuff that happened at the event. Doug got a feature. Was very frustrated with himself. You made finals with Monster Mash. That's insane. It wasn't that insane. They're 8-man pods. Making finals means going 2-1. I swear to God, Monster Mash is competitive. I only played against Blackwing. Once I hit a deck that wasn't Blackwing, I was like, fuck. I got to Trap Eater someone. That was very funny. After round 10, you were bottom?
Wrong.
Well, that makes sense because I fucking dropped. That's so funny. I literally dropped round 10. I marked the drop. One, two. Of the people who dropped, I was the lowest one. That's so funny. Top 137. 2,000 people at this event, by the way. It's crazy. Your middle name is Lee? Yeah. After the great Robert E. Lee. I actually don't think that is. It's legitimately not after that guy. But every time someone sees it, they go, after Robert E. Lee? And I go, no. It's after like a fucking grandpa or something. But it was nice. It was a good event. I achieved the goal that I had set out to do. I'm really happy with myself, especially in a format that was, not unkind to Flu, but like it certainly wasn't on the caliber of the other decks. Had a lot of fun. And I love seeing everyone. Thank you to everyone who came by and said hi. Got stuff signed, took pictures. I'll make a thread later in the week and we can all post the pictures, but it is really cute. Maybe like 1,000 fucking people came up to me. It was really nice. But the weirdest person who came up to me by a lot was a person who came up to me and then decided to hand me this and then said, "This is yours," and then left. And I turned around to thank him and he was gone. And I was like, oh, okay. I look at it. It's a Flame Wingman. It's in a slab. It's in one of the like Ultra Pro slabs, and I'm like, that's weird, just a Flame Wingman. And I'm going over it. I'm like, oh, it's a fucking parallel. Is this the Mattel? I'm like, oh, it is the Mattel. That's neat. But as you know, the Mattels, aren't really that expensive. Some of the Mattels are, but if you're giving away a card for free, it's not going to be one of the expensive Mattels. Or so I thought. It turns out that the Mattel print of this card is $1,999. Here's one at Mod Play that's $2,500. I would rate this card probably as LP or Mod Play, but wow! The person just came up and handed me $3,000 worth of cardboard. And let me tell you, it looks really nice. And I'm like, who the fuck could have done that? Do you know who it was? It was fucking Progressies. Progressies also said that they topped this event, which narrows it down considerably, but got like 30. So it could only be one of like 32 people. So I would tell you this. I'm not convinced it's Progressies. But if it is Progressies, you and I are square, man. This is, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. If it's not you, fuck you. It was not. Okay, never mind. It was Vincent. I don't know who Vincent is. Huh? It was Dyer, yeah. It was wild. It was Peter Griffin. It was Gamer Peter, yeah. It was very nice. Thank you to the person who gave me this. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Pasadena outside of my experience. So first off, a lot went right this event. Konami, I know you watch my stream. I know you read my Twitter. I know you are going to give me, fingers crossed, the Dark World stuff to debut in the United States of America. Very happy that I will be doing that, by the way. I've got maybe 20 lists ready, just ready to ship. And they're all going to be interesting. Every single one. We've got like a mid-range list that tries to loop Grapha, New Rainbow. We've got like a combo list that tries to lock your opponent out, obviously. Saluri stuff. Don't worry. I got you, but only me specifically. You give this shit to Doug, you know what Doug's going to do? Nothing. He's going to say, Tribute Summon Ryza. Rainbow. Anyway. Konami, I know you watch. Have to tell you. This event was incredible. It was so good. It was after Niagara, I had felt that I was like, this is embarrassing that we have entered the year of our Lord 2022 and events are still being run this poorly. This event was awesome. It was so sick. From the get, this huge place outside the venue where the vendors were, they weren't in the actual venue. Great idea. I was able to go around, you know, talk to people, pick up stuff at the same time, and stuff was running out. There was just so many people there. Caps at 2,000, fantastic. The room was big enough for 2,000 people. If there was the vaccination line was atrocious, it was fine. I mean, it was big day one when everyone came before the event space opened, obviously, but it was generally fine. Anyway, big space. They had the whole fucking setup. It was beautiful. But I will say the one problem was that they were on some rounds, they were doing paper pairings only. That shit is not sustainable. They had like 14 different places you could go for pairings, like one for every other letter of the alphabet. It was still unsustainable. Like, that is just not... You got to find a way to fix that for future ones, obviously. Oh, you all have ads? Damn, that's rough. If only there was a way to circumvent that. Anyway, many people were saying the side event lines were too long. I didn't play very many side events, so I wouldn't know. Simo and I signed up for a Time Wizard in 30 seconds. It was hilariously easy. I think some of the more popular ones were crazy, but there were 2,000 people there. Like, what do you expect? Of these side events, Konami, Time Wizard is a home fucking run. It is such a cool side event. Tons of GOAT formats fired, but I think 50 Edison flights fired at 8 all weekend. It was so nice. The mat they gave out, the lad mat, the cleanest mat in decades. It's lovely. Oh my god, it was just so nice. I'm going to try to, next event, before, like maybe a week before, I'll get the community, like all of us, to pick a really shitty format and all try and sign up at the same time. Like, everyone prep like a 2018 Spiral format and get them to fire it. That would be very funny. But I just loved it. It was so much fun. And I got to tell you, the Edison events specifically were so nostalgic. I like to clown on people who like Yu-Gi-Oh! For like silly nostalgia reasons because I think it continues to be good. But there's something about sitting down with everyone, and because every card has been reprinted to death, you all have fun, unique, really shiny rarities for your blinged out fucking decks. They were very lax about calculators for this one because there was a difference in comp REL at the time where you could use calculators. And so people showed up with the TI-84 and the case, and we're all just like, we're chilling. We're like normal somebody fucking Shora, and it felt so good. It was just so nice. And I realized I'm very bad at Edison. I'm not very good after all. It was really, really nice. But we'll see. I didn't get to play any Rivalry. I did really want to. I saw that they had changed up the decks a little bit. Happy about that. But Dual Avatar still in. Please give us a deck that does more than one thing. The giant cards were crazy. For Speed Duel, the giant card was fucking Bubble Man. It's unbelievable. But it was what it was. Lot of the tag duels I did not see either, but the fact that they even hosted a fucking tag duel event is so funny. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that the side event 3v3 is just like very poorly attended. I thought that it was going to be like a home run, but the side event 3v3 was actually really like they capped it at 8 teams. And I was like, "Oh my god, no one got in." And they're like, "No, we've been waiting to fire for an hour." And I was like, "What?" I was like, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Met a lot of really cool people. Very happy. I will say, it always heartens me to see this, but a lot of women, a lot of trans people, a lot of people from all walks of life, The community is becoming more diverse. It's nice. It's very nice. I will say there was one huge mistake I made, and this is not going to help the ableism allegations, okay? I was in the Jaden Yuki line. I didn't get the Jaden signature. I bought a fucking E-Hero Neos in Pharaoh's Rare to get signed, and I just didn't have time to do it. But I was in line, and the people in front of me were in line as well. And I was like, fuck. Excuse me, do you know how many things we can get signed? And they didn't respond. I was like, excuse me. I'm like, hey, excuse me. Hello. What? Hey. And nothing. And then I look over and I'm like, fuck, they're signing. Oh, no. Oh, and I just like tried really quick to be like, oh, maybe they didn't see me. But they did. They saw me in the corner of the eye and they were like, hi. And then they wrote on their phone, they're like, yeah, we can't speak. Like, we can't fucking hear. And I'm like, I know, I'm so sorry. But I didn't know how to say that. So to whip out my phone, I had to be like, I am very sorry, my B dog. You know, it was, oh my God. It was truly an MB tragedy. Oh. But the event was crazy. The actual, like, competitiveness of the event, this is where I get canceled, all right? I fucking love this format. I think this format is incredible. Here's why. For so long, we have whined about 55 negate boards that play through 1,000,000 hand traps. We've whined about the necessity of putting cards in your deck that stop your opponent's plays. We've whined about floodgates. We've whined about ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. We finally have a format in which the top two decks are cool, explosive combo. The top two decks, the top one deck twice. We finally have a format where the top deck is a cool, explosive combo deck that doesn't really end on negates, during which both players are playing the entire time. It's not like Adamantipator, where even though the deck is beatable, you have to sit through a 10-minute turn one while they invent new ways to negate things. They legitimately allow both players to play the entire time. It's robust enough that it can play through anything, and that means that floodgates aren't particularly good against it. Even shit like D-Shifter and Dweller have outs and counterplay. The skilled player wins the mirror so much of the time. It's just a wonderful, wonderful format. I even think the second and third best decks, Sprite and Flu, are in great positions. Both have adapted their game plan to not be boring floodgate bullshit because they have to in order to keep up, and both have the capacity to take games off of Tierlament in ways that matter. I know that it was week one and Tier did a lot. I imagine that it will do less next time, but still, I'm not going to lie, it was pretty dominating. But I do think there are three really good options for decks that have a lot of fun, interesting counterplay with everything else. But I get it. Like, I understand why people hate it. To me, this is a historically competitive format. It is really fun. The games are interesting. There's none of the bullshit that I usually hate in Yu-Gi-Oh, which is one player sitting on their dick for 30 minutes while the other one looks at them like their dick and sees how long they can get it.
That was wrong.
But it's still a tier 0 format, right? Dweller was ZZZZZ. Not at all! Not at all! I mean, yes, a little. Dweller is certainly the least fun card that is being played, but there are ways to out it. People were on Orange Light, and there are ways to play through it. Jesse Cotton was winning a back and forth over the course of 4 turns. He was under Dweller. The Magnum Up banished the Druisworm target, was play of the game, like, kill worthy. And who won that game? The guy who Magnumutted the Druisworm target. Like, there are ways to beat Dweller. There are ways to, like, it was good and had back and forth for a reason. Like, I'm sorry. If you watch that finals and think that it is uninteractive floodgate bullshit, your brain's broken. You're stupid. You're just not very smart. The dark target, right? Also, no mine, Pog. Mine's around, but it's not great. It's really not great. The problem is, the match is just hard. It's just really difficult. The mirror is, in my opinion, the most skill testing mirror of all time. Certainly the most skill testing while I've been playing. You know, maybe like fucking goat mirrors were worse, but like it's a lot. It is extremely, extremely skill intensive, and it is complicated. For a player, it is almost impossible to be playing optimal at all stages of the mirror. And that is really frustrating for players who are playing at a level under others. That sucks. I get it. This is kind of part of a larger discussion. Turn 0 win is interaction for you. Who the fuck won on turn 0? What the fuck does turn 0 win mean? Come on now. This is part of a larger discussion of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? So I find tier limit very interesting. I think the fact that it doesn't put up a ton of negates and restrict your opponent's play is really healthy. I think it's a fun deck to be the best one. And I see a lot of people in the comments being like, well, I want alternative strategies to be viable. But what alternative strategies do you want to be viable? Right? Just sound off. Drytron. Okay, see, that's the thing, right? So many of these responses are decks whose main game plan involves making a card or a series of cards that either locks your opponent out of the game entirely by way of a big-ass floodgate monster, or puts up such an insane amount of negates that your opponent can't ever compete. So while I understand the impulse to be like, I wish that this deck was playable, I don't think these decks being playable is necessarily like a fiat good thing. You know, if you were to be like, no, this format sucks, I want a deck like Sun Avalon to be represented. What does that add to the format? A deck that takes a 30-minute turn before setting up 45 negates? Oh, joy. Thank goodness we can all sit through that. Hero? I like Hero. But at the end of the day, Hero is skill drain plus macrocosmos. I don't know. It's a strange position to be in. Because for the first time ever, we have gotten what we wanted. And now, it turns out actually what we wanted was floodgates. We wanted the ability to make YouTube combos in real life. All that shit that we said that we hated, we actually hated it when our opponents did it. We wanted to do it the whole time. So I don't know. It's a hard one for sure. And I'm trying to I'm trying to like reconcile it. I'm trying to figure out like how I feel about it personally. It's something I've been thinking about for a while, because so often when people criticize a format, they're criticizing the unplayability of their own pet deck, which is either one, unplayable in every single format. It's not a new thing. You know, the fact that there are fewer playable decks and those playable decks don't include your deck isn't new. And two, they're trying to enable a deck style that at its core is fundamentally toxic. You know, we talked a lot about this back when people were developing Trinity, is a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is designed to make your opponent not play the game. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is designed to force one player to just sit there and watch. And Tyr is a deck and a mirror that does not do that.
That was wrong.
So, we'll see. You literally played Flu? I mean, if you were here earlier, you'd know that we are not doing Floodgate shit for that reason. Because it cannot keep up. They have made a deck powerful enough that the Floodgate shit cannot keep up. Okay, Farfer told me to watch his thing. Where is the old Farfa tweet? God damn it. This format is very skill-intensive and rewarding. Do you know what else is skill-intensive and rewarding? Aerospace engineering. Doesn't mean I want to do that for fun or to relax. I think the average player doesn't enjoy one-deck formats in such exhaustively long single turns. Two things. One, you played out Emancipator. Do you think they enjoyed the exhaustively long single turn when you were doing it? Two, they're playing the whole time that turn is going on, right? There's back and forth during that turn. That's the point of card design like Havness. Three, and here's what I almost replied to this tweet with when I saw it earlier. Why should I care about the average player? This is this is maybe the beginning of my Joker arc.
That was wrong.
But why should I care what the average player wants? The average Yu-Gi-Oh player wants to load into Master Duel and play Dragon Link Blue Eyes Branded. They can do that. At the top echelon of competitive, I want the game to be very back and forth. I want it to be... Okay, hold up real quick. Who's this person? You have not posted well one time. See ya. I usually give people maybe an hour to figure out how to post, but they weren't learning. At the highest echelon of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, I do want better players to be rewarded for knowing the format and the deck and the interactions. I want games to be interactive on all turns instead of stupid fucking setup turns designed to prevent some person from not playing. At a lower level of competition, locals, regionals, online play, I want there to be a myriad of decks available, and I think there are. Look at the results of the CSM, you know? Look at the results of any of the fucking stupid Master Duel tournaments. Look at the results of your most recent locals. Look at regional results. Naturia just won a regional.
That was wrong.
I would just like a meta at the tippy top that is comprised of a deck as interesting as Tier. CSM is a premier event. Goatee in top 16. Crystal Beast topped a regional. Whoa, 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 whoa. Neshi topped a regional. It's interesting.
That was wrong.
It's possible that the average player doesn't enjoy one-deck formats, but I think the average player also doesn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! I think the average Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, you know, loads up Edo, plays a couple of games against Dark Magician role players, and calls it a day. I think the average Yu-Gi-Oh! Player is the Act-Man video, where he whines about Predaplant being OP for 45 minutes. I think the people that care deeply about the intricacies of the tier limit mirror are competitive players, and by and large, enjoy this format. I have spoken to so many people who topped this event who were like, I've had more fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh! These last 3 weeks than ever before. I don't know. It's strange. People talking about prices. Prices is a legitimate criticism. I think that this format has been cheaper than most Yu-Gi-Oh! Formats. Just because there are options at budget, and honestly because Tier, in the context of the top decks of the last 5 years, is pretty inexpensive. This is rough to hear, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Has price gated people for a long fucking time. I will say, though, I think that the number one thing I feel about price is you've got options to play for $0. The Decade Luxury super competitive 3K event was actually not expensive because you didn't have to own shit. If you want to grind on Omega, if you want to grind on Edo, that shit's free. Dueling Book's free. We live in a very strange time where Konami just stopped sending C&Ds to these. Yeah, sure. I'll Discord you, Farfa. Like, fuck. My locals now consists of this deck or people waiting for this deck to get hit. What? Hype.
Law. Beep
Joel,
boop.
you
I'm
hate tier
my
limit, so you're
4G.
racist against tier limit.
Dude, I just hate graveyard people. They're just the most despicable, twisted, sick individuals that have ever occurred. Anyway, so
Go on, D.
I have to bring you down a notch here because you've devolved into a meta sheep, and so I'm gonna have to give you the other perspective here because you've been mind controlled by the establishment,
That's
and
true.
you have successfully defended billionaires. You know.
Who pack?
So I think that so here's the thing, right? You're obviously really happy with the format and stuff like that because competitive players get rewarded for time investing, for playing really well, and having the highest peak of technical play, and for innovating with their I wouldn't really say deck building, but definitely progressing forward so much to the point where
That was wrong.
the game is so stratospherically complex that you are actually just rewarded for being the better player almost always, and you can see that by the top cut, right?
Or like
literally,
having more availability to Adderall than anyone else, right?
I mean, literally, I wouldn't be surprised if you need huge amounts of methamphetamines to keep up with this format.
Well, I need
But
it
if you just look at the, oh yeah, you just look at the top cut, right? It's 20 of the 32 players are known players, right? These are just good skilled players, right? And I don't think anyone's denying just how good of a format it is if you're a super ultra competitive player, I think, right? Because it rewards skill, it rewards back and forth and interaction for all the reasons mentioned. There's a couple of negatives like Dweller. However, I do think that the average player, which you obviously don't care about and you don't represent anymore because you're no longer a red socialist.
Correct. I love Trump now.
That was wrong.
Yeah. So it's people generally don't like playing against the same deck. And from a viewer perspective and from a sort of entertainment perspective, which is what I think encompasses most Yu-Gi-Oh players, they don't want to see one deck. That's generally how it works. People just don't want to see one deck.
Where are they seeing one deck?
Tier limit.
Yeah, but where?
When they go to events, probably when they go to locals, and when they are inevitably going to watch content about the meta and the.
I mean, I
game,
guess
right?
if you go to locals and your locals is super try hard and sweaty, but I've gone to a bunch of locals where there's not a ton of tier. I thought coverage did a good job of highlighting non-tier matchups. Dueling Book is completely useless as a competitive simulator, and there's only people playing tier sometimes. I just feel like you have a ton of options to play against shit that isn't tier constantly.
Where are you going to play against non-tier decks?
Oh, well, okay. So on
bottom
usually the
tables
last
of
weekend
locals?
of the month, on twitch.tv/MBT Yu-Gi-Oh, there's a tournament hosted called the Chalice Lime Monthly. And Mech Knight is the equivalent to tier there.
I mean, Synchron was the best deck when you unbanned 40
That's
cards.
true,
So
that is true.
Who knows what's going on with that? Jesus Christ, dude! I just noticed your viewership dips by minus 600 and then climbs up by 800 when an ad runs. What the hell?
Because my viewers are disgusting leeches.
Yeah, I think they tune out for a minute and then come back.
No, I think it's actually the number it's at right now is what I'm actually at.
That was
But
wrong.
it pops after the ads because they're all refreshing to try and beat the ads.
Right. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Doesn't work, chat. I got pre-roll on too. You're watching the fucking ads.
Oh, you have pre-roll as well? Jesus,
I actually
you're really
don't know
trying
if I
to eat
do
nice
or
for
not.
Christmas.
I do not know. If I gotta afford tier. You all understand. It's very expensive.
But yeah, I don't. I'm really shocked that you're defending this. What did you played Sprite or something, didn't you?
No, I played Flu.
Oh, you're defending this format as a Flu player?
Yeah, I think the Flu tier matchup is really interesting.
What's interesting about the Flu tier matchup? Give me the
You had to be here an hour ago, but I don't know how to tell you. It really is interesting. It's legitimately interesting now. You can't go for Barrier Statue Pass because every deck has a million outs to that. So you have to flex the ability of MPen to, you know, non-once per turn add stuff. You have to use like the non-once per turn Ryza as your interruption, and you just have to like find the points and make them work. You can blank individual names if you like manage a Robina chain correctly, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's fine. Obviously, Shifter is pretty like brainless, but Shifter doesn't even beat Tier all the time.
You know, over the weekend, I was browsing like Twitter, and I saw like, oh, you know, practice so hard. I play tested, and then I just bricked round one, and then you know, lost both games because of bricking. And I felt genuinely bad for you. And here it is. It's just you just didn't draw Robina or
Yeah, that's
Shifter.
legitimately
like
it,
that's
yeah.
what it ultimately came down to.
And also, what was the problem with that, by the way? What was the problem with my bricking? It was because I bricked against Magical Musketeer. If that had been a tier player, I mean, that could have been an L anyway, you know?
I don't know what it is, but muskets just seem to like be the absolute Achilles heel for content creators. Just
I have seen
I don't know what it is.
exactly Dragoonity at my last 3 YCSs. I don't know what it is. The one Dragoonity player in the event will find me.
Yeah, it's like that with the for me the surprising thing was going to my first ever American event, and I played 2 musket players in a row in Texas. You know, like the gun deck. Like that was my experience at my first American event. I'm sure those aren't related, but anyway. Why are you defending this format so much? I'm just really curious.
I have been having more fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh these last 3 weeks than ever.
And just to clarify, you've been playing Flu
into tier, yeah. I mean, I've been playing tier 2. I mean, you kind of have to play a deck to like know how to play against it. So I've been playing a little of everything. I'm moving to tier now, but I felt I wouldn't have it ready before the YCS.
Well, I think like the 3 main negatives is that people generally like, okay, competitive players don't care because competitive players will play whatever they need to be able to give them the most optimal best chance of doing well. But for the average player, they generally like variety. They generally want to be able to like play lower tier decks or their own pet decks. And the second point is that they are just very much priced out of it, right? Like it's very much pay to play right now.
So
like
I think that part,
I
think that part's true. But I think that part's been true for years, and it sucks. Pretending it's like a unique portion of this format, I think, is pretty ridiculous.
I don't know. Like there's like just like Nationals format, for example, there was plenty of viable sort of more budget friendly decks and stuff.
The
Whereas
fuck is
right
Nationals
now,
form? When was Nationals?
Well, you know, like Sword Soul, Despia. Hello?
Oh, sure. I mean, you know, they had like really expensive Moye and Ecclesia, and like, you know, Despia had.
That was wrong.
What was expensive in Despia? Fucking Aqua Enchantress or something?
Sword Soul budget chat. Are you
Aluber,
like you are aware
Chimera.
there was like 8 other viable decks outside
$140
of Sword Soul, right?
Barone. Yeah,
There was,
actually,
like,
everyone in
7
chat is.
unique top cut decks. Are you guys okay? Like.
Okay,
anyway,
well, okay. Walk me through those decks. How much were they?
Well, let's see. Plants won our nationals, so that was funny. I
EU.
think the most
But that deck
expensive card in that deck.
No, that deck was expensive. That deck was expensive.
Wait, what was expensive in Plants?
Oh, he doesn't know, chat. A lot of the Rika guys just never got reprinted ever.
Oh yeah, those. Well, okay. To be fair, like that was after the big spike. To be fair, you know. No, but generally, like you can't. But it's worse in tier 0 formats. Like if there's 2 decks, like Despia, Sword Soul, or something, those cards are going to be cheaper because the player base is going to be
There is
split
not a card
into...
in tier more expensive than Baron. Like every deck.
How much are planets? Aren't they like 3 digits now?
No, they're like $80. I mean, that's still a lot. Baron at the time was what, 140?
Bar on the floor is definitely pretty bad.
But yeah, no, like every deck that format, I will contend, was like $1,000, and that's like where we are now, and that sucks. But like, I don't think that's like tier's fault.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, you will just be priced out of any like top tier meta deck for the most part. But I think generally tier 0 decks make it worse. But you know, coupled with like lack of diversity and you know, like the way that I think like probably something that people really overlook is just how complicated the deck is. Now, it's
No,
not
that
to
I
say
think
that
is
having...
I think that's the. Oh, real quick, I want to talk about people who are like they want to play their pet deck. You always have the option to play your pet deck and get shit on. That is always like I've seen so many people be like, I just want to play a fucking format where, and then like Dragon Maid is great, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm glad you want that. It will not happen. Man, I just want to play in a world where I can play DM. It's okay, that's fine.
So, well, the thing is, though, the closer the gap between your pet deck and your, the meta deck is, it's always going to be like quite large.
Sure.
However, the closer that gap, generally, the better the format for the average player, I think. Whereas
but
right now,
this is where I kind of want to just kind of interrogate, because I've been thinking about this a lot. Is like, why do we want a bunch of pet decks to be legal? If the end goal of a lot of these pet decks is to like make a billion negate board or floodgate your opponent out of the game, like, do we get anything out of like, let's say, Pepe being playable? Is that like enjoyable for people? Do we get anything out of like, what's like a big ass floodgate deck, like Stun Lich being playable? Is that enjoyable for people?
well, I mean, regardless of
Variety,
what the win
well,
condition is, I think people are always going to enjoy their favorites and pet decks, right? Whereas right now, right, the most important thing is like if you play your pet deck, you have a chance to win. Whereas against like tier, currently, if you sit down against that at a local and you're not playing tier, like it's just a sigh and like a waste of 40 minutes.
I mean, I feel like
you know what I
that's
mean?
been true in a number of formats, and depending on your pet deck, that's been true literally always, right?
Yeah, but do you like? I mean, you. This is like one of the best decks ever made, right? It's so impossibly like good. Do you know what I mean? So you just really don't stand a chance. And on top of that, like you're waiting like 20 minutes for them to just stomp you, right? Like some of those chains resolving on stream was absurd.
Right, the long-ass 20-minute chains resolving on streamer because this is a YCS, and they're probably either playing the mirror or a deck designed to take advantage of the 10 mils, right? If you're playing Rogue, they just got to resolve theirs. You ain't got to do shit. You can sit back and pretend they're playing like a dumbass combo deck from YouTube.
Okay, so what is your like end goal? Like what is it like that you
that's what
really
I've been
want
thinking
to see?
about,
Like
'cause
you just
forever I'm like, oh no, I want a generally lower power level so that these other strategies can compete. And I'm like, so what? So they can fucking Naturia can barrier statue beast you out of the game? Oh joy. I can't wait to experience that fun. I think that maybe the less decks that are better, the better the format. Maybe all of this shit about letting people play any strategy they want actually sucks. Maybe people whose strategies are like making a billion negates and locking their opponent out shouldn't be rewarded. Maybe the only decks that should be playable are the ones that put up a long grind game, they're fun combos, but they don't necessarily end on a board that's unbreakable. You could still do it.
That's it. You've just accepted tier 0 as the new best way to play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh.
I mean, I don't think that
is that where we're at?
I think there are other options other than tier. You can play exactly 2 other decks.
Luanderies being one of them. Remember,
yeah.
of course.
Exo. Yeah. What about Exo? Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold up. My favorite deck is Exo. You're gonna tell me that I should lose out on a format where my deck is playable just so that other players can feel better about themselves?
Well, I guess that's the conclusion. We should all just pick up planets while they're hot and get the Ishizu cards and just build and just play mirror matches.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, is that where we're at?
I don't know. I just think of like so many formats in the past 2 years that were like 1 or 2 deck formats. I'm reminded of like Adamancipator Eldritch, and I'm just thinking of those formats and being like, God, that shit was so boring. It's like big fucking combo versus 5 floodgates. Now we've got 1 deck, admittedly, but it's got a lot of play. It's interesting. It doesn't lock one player out. I don't know. It's like, do I hate that this is the only deck playable? Yeah, that sucks. But like, we could do a lot worse in terms of a tier 0 deck. I would take tier as the best deck over probably any best deck of the last 4 years.
Right, but that's a very odd setup of a question. Is which of these various bottles of piss would you like to drink? Well, for a lot of people,
You
the
think
question
every
you're
best
asking
deck is a bottle of piss? Let me scroll up. Everyone's saying it right here. Spiral, correct. Orchist, correct. What else do we have? Over Salad, yes. Actually, wait, was Salad past 4 years? No shot. When did Salad come out?
That was wrong.
And just to clarify, no, I'm not arguing after watching the best finals ever seen. I'm saying, like, I understand, and there is a reason. I'm not trying to, like, defend or argue against what objectively seems to be the correct take by all of the competitive players, because every single competitive player really likes this format and tier 0 decks, because generally tier 0 decks, you can prepare more for them, your deck building is more involved, and
I don't think every
especially when
competitive
it's
player likes tier 0 decks. Like, I don't think you'd find competitive players being like, yeah, Spiral was good, Goki was good, you know?
Yeah, and it depends on, like, the win condition of those mirror matches, right? If there's back and forth, generally it's better, right? That's why people really love Necros, that's why people really love Dragon Rulers, but then people really hated, like, Spiral. Well, I wouldn't say hated, but it wasn't as, you know, I suppose, like, Goki is probably a more egregious one of that. But I'm talking from the perspective of, like, the average player. And remember, like, the average player doesn't go to YCSs and they don't invest in the top decks and stuff
Then what
like
do
that.
they care if the YCS is full of tier?
Well, yeah, I suppose, like, in the end, you know, the logic is like, well, I guess at that point it doesn't concern you. So that is true. But at the same time, like, you know, when you sit down at locals and some guy's sitting across from you, literally just playing with himself for 15 minutes,
That was wrong.
you can sympathize with why that's, you know, not exactly, like, fun.
Yeah, for sure. I just, like, I don't think they play with themselves for 15 minutes. I think they do in the mirror, because, like, you have to.
I don't know. So, like, the combos in tier limit are, like, not really set, you know?
Yeah, of
so I
course.
think, like, you sit and watch some guy, like, think and freestyle forever. But you know what, like, the biggest and best thing that this entire thing encapsulates for me?
Yeah.
I think this just very clearly, obviously necessitates the need for more alternative support, right? For alternative formats. Because I don't hate this format per se. I'm kind of, like, on a break personally, mostly because I can't fucking stream right now. And that's, like, fine, but, like, what is the alternative? Like, that's, I think, the biggest problem, because if you can't, well, for whatever reason, if you don't enjoy playing tier limit, well, naturally, okay, maybe I want something slower. Okay, great, but, like, there's no precedent anywhere to play that right now. So
Well, I will say, you know, at American YCS's, fucking Time Wizard events were jamming, but it does. I do think, I think you're right.
Did they still have better price support than, like, the main event?
No. Well, they have toned it down. They started, instead of giving out the Starlight sheet, giving out the sheet that has a bunch of ghosts and then discard cards on them, and that sheet is worth, like, a third of what the Starlight sheet was. So, yes and no, because a third is still a lot. But I think that
What does the Starlight sheet go for? Is it, like, 5 digits?
the Starlight sheet went for, like, 35K.
35K?
The sheet with the discards on it goes for, like, 8.
I thought maybe it was, like, 10K or
No,
something.
it was unreal that they gave us that. They have ceased giving us that, I think, for that reason.
Did anyone? Is this 35K, like, sold? Like,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah,
is it,
yeah,
like,
it's not
someone
speculation.
bought
No.
that? Someone purchased that. That was, like, the sold price was $35,000.
Yeah.
Who bought this? Elon?
It was me. Yeah, I did it. It was Gage.
I bought him a Starlight Veiler, by the way.
Gage?
Yeah.
That's funny.
If you ever see Gage with a Starlight Effect Veiler, that I purchased it for him. So good.
One of the misprint guys
Anyway.
bought it. Yeah, of course it would be someone from, like, the misprint group. Those people.
All right, so
I
I'm gonna
swear,
head
are,
out,
like,
head out
just
now.
billionaires. Yeah.
I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope everyone who met you had a very disappointing time realizing to never meet their heroes.
True. They all said you're so tall.
That's what I get as well. You're so much taller than I thought.
They
And then
think
it's
that we're like
Triff
4
standing
feet.
next to me. Yeah, they think YouTubers are like 4'10" or something. It's crazy. Anyway, Shockmaster to 1. Peace.
So, last thing I want to say about this, I think Farfa's absolutely right. I think more than anything else, we are creating a Yu-Gi-Oh that at the upper echelons, and it's fine that it's like this at the upper echelons because this is where it should be, but at the upper echelons of Yu-Gi-Oh during this format, it's very, very, very complex. The game is very hard. There's so much going on at any given time, and you have to be on your toes making 0 misplays for 9 rounds, which is almost impossible. And I think we've reached a point where decks can play through pretty much anything, but aren't setting up end boards that are frustrating to play against. I think that's great. But I also think that it's impossible. Like, this is it. Unless they take clear and drastic action to destroy Tier and Sprite, and thus damn us to an eternity of the decks that are immediately under those. Naturia fucking beasting and barrier statuing you out of the game. Draco Slayers putting up 45 negates through 3,000 hand traps. Unless they do that, this is just going to be the power level of Yu-Gi-Oh! And things are going to be harder and harder every year. And so I think that this, is the impasse. We're in a position where the game is fun, it's interesting, and it's interactive, but it's inaccessible to dummies. And dummies are a significant portion of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan base. Look at me. You know, I've made my career off being a dummy. So I would like to see that this is where it breaks. This is where, you know, the camel's back becomes overloaded. We finally get alternative modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Formats. I just don't know what they'd look like. I think the fact that Time Wizard is pulling that kind of insane attention, firing on demand with hour-long lines all weekend, is really impressive, and I think really does showcase what the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to look like, is people looking for a home. So, we'll see. Personally, I think there is a really, really easy way to resolve all this. But, I will say real quick about the final. I don't really want to spoil too much about the final. I think that final was the most interesting final I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Being in the room was incredible. Like, the mood was just fucking electric. Every one of those plays, we were, like, on the edge of our seat. I was attentive the whole time. I was never like, I should look at my phone, you know? It was out of this fucking world. And when Hani hit the dark target, we all just lost it. It was crazy. And the whole time, Hani also clearly felt the energy as well. If you look at him, he's just like, and like pulling the mask off to breathe in. And the judge is like, don't take your mask off. He's like, I have to fucking breathe in. I'm sorry. Oh, it was incredible. It was just so good. And for so many YCS finals, it is just a boring fucking blowout. And for it to be that back and forth, that pedigree of player, fuck, it was so good. The commentary was horrible. What the fuck happened? Get me on the desk.
That was wrong.
Preview. After 1,000 years, we are going to watch Prague. I'm going to pee first, though. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm playing for this format, though. I'm playing the top 4 build with Mass Change 2, baby. Obviously. I think the Shizu tier stuff is too new to know how to commentate. I super disagree. I think Sir Eminon did a bang-up job, even with the cards literally not being out, of doing his best to, like, keep it engaging. I would like to... I would have liked to have seen him on commentary.
I summoned Blue Eyes White Dragon in attack mode Now I take all your life points.
All right, let's do the the subs as well. I just haven't been doing them. Okay, here we go. ADM RVP, thank you for the Prime without Will, thank you for the year. Kiwano, thank you for the 5. Brandon Go, thank you for the 100. RinPG333, thank you for the 32. A person typing 95, thank you for the 26. Warlord Wolf, thank you for the 15. Silk Mirage, thank you for the 8. Dat Pooper, thank you for the 4. Liam3648, thank you for the 8. Soggy Leftover French Fries, thank you for the 3. Fuck Garfield, I love Mondays. Purple Pancake, thank you for the 10. Didn't end up deck checking you this weekend, but I wanted to thank you for signing my ulti Captain Gold on Friday. Your favorite rivalry of Warlords deck check judge. Very cool to meet you, and I felt really bad defacing Captain Gold, I'm going to be honest. Takashi117, thank you for the 7. Hurricane Delta, thank you for the 5 gifties. If you didn't get one, What the Scallop, Phoebe Desu, thank you for the 4. Ikea Wanderer, thank you for the Prime. The B345T23, thank you for the sub. Lulz Maybe, thank you for the 3. Pluto DDDDDDD, thank you for the 5. Ryza SLP, thank you for the 2. Dark Blue Man, thank you for the 14. HS Bebo, thank you for the 19. Light Pulse 94, thank you for the 50. Donkey Ton, thank you for the 21. Surfcat, thank you for the Prime. Neo Soul, thank you for the 12. Austin CK, thank you for the 18. Fedz, thank you for the 500. Just want to say thanks for posting, getting into content. Saw that guide you posted and started monetizing today. Love the Yu-Gi-Oh content. Sick. Pawsense, thank you for the Prime. Lexi Neonord, thank you for the 13. Brosenthal UQ, thank you for the 4. The Dairy Isle, thank you for the year. Anthem of the World, thank you for the 18. Gripus, thank you for the 6. Brandon Go, thank you for the 100. Kavaki Makius, thank you for the 13. Carrion King, thank you for the 14. Snow Prism, thank you for the 100.
That was wrong.
Chief Nosa, thank you for the 8. Voodoo133, thank you for the 6. The Saucy Pickle, thank you for the 22. Buahan, thank you for the 6. Conductor Alto BMG, thank you for the 11. Reser T Clips, thank you for the Prime. Anthem of the World, thank you for the gifty. The Butter Kiwi, thank you for the 5. Peachy Demon, thank you for the 4.
Wrong.
Hatsune Mikuku, thank you for the Prime. Ramen Fist, thank you for the 8. Toastalol, thank you for the 10. Sig, thank you for the year. Mija Midge, thank you for the Prime. Karos, thank you for the 8. Ya Boy Pickles, thank you for the 7. Darvino, thank you for the 10. Tsukomi, thank you for the 13. Rythel, thank you for the 4. Trickster, thank you for the 4. Perhaps Moi, thank you for the 3. Radical Gamer FTW, thank you for the sub. Nameless God, thank you for the sub. Slendragon, thank you for the 14.
That was wrong.
Ace Solitaire, thank you for the Prime. Recusin, thank you for the Prime. Large Adult Sun, thank you for the sub. Joy Lisboa, thank you for the Prime. Idle Trash, thank you for the sub. Wheeler Pro Kage, thank you for the Prime. Duskeeb, thank you for the Prime. Cost Sonic, thank you for the Prime. Candyland251, thank you for the 2. Alias TTV, thank you for the 13. Sarah Hyde, thank you for the 5. DGJN WTO, thank you for the Prime. McMick98, thank you for the gifty. Asherix, thank you for the Prime. Shower Power, thank you for the Prime. Nixion, thank you for the year. Snowman Grim, thank you for the 4. Dr. Toboggan, thank you for the Prime. Tanksman416, thank you for the Prime. PK Sparks, thank you for the 5. Gandhi19, thank you for the 10. Chansburu, thank you for the 8. Totogon Plays, thank you for the 10. Madruxak, thank you for the 19. Synthetic Grace, thank you for the 25. Scarlon, thank you for the 9. Sue Dynasty, thank you for the 14. Overlord of Ants, thank you for the sub. Mr. Witch Duck, thank you for the 3. The Grizzly, thank you for the 4. Delete 54321, thank you for the Prime. It's me, Tristan, thank you for the 100. The Avenger, thank you for the 18. Austin RW, thank you for the 3. Spenstar, thank you for the 100.
That was wrong.
Farfa, thank you for the 5. The dual avatar is broken in rivalry. True. Skull Servant, thank you for the 3. How about my deck? I want mine to rattle some bones. Sure. Not a nutcase, thank you for the 8. Recusin, thank you for the 100.
That was wrong.
Top Tier Harley, thank you for the 5. Mao the Great, thank you for the 9. Quen, thank you for the 3. Benderberger, thank you for the 4. RJ7300, thank you for the Prime. Dorks and Degenerates, thank you for the Prime. Pascal Panoy, thank you for the year. Holy shit. Terror's Night, thank you for the Prime. Mr. GameCube, thank you for the 300. Farfa is in chat spamming Joel.
That was wrong.
More QD, thank you for the Prime. Raggy D, thank you for the 2. Aminam Guki, thank you for the 3. Maliant List, thank you for the Prime. Yomi Ghoul, thank you for the 10. Chaotic Meatball, thank you for the 3. I'm jealous you're home. I'm only through 5 out of 8 hours. Haha. Yodelehihu, thank you for the 19. Chase Windu, thank you for the 5. Concane, thank you for the 100. Otter SE, thank you for the 4. Decay91, thank you for the 23. Colin EXE, thank you for the 17. Voltor, thank you for the 5. Jamie J. Kitten, thank you for the Prime. PTGIO, thank you for the 3. Rock Toad, thank you for the 14. Fayrin, thank you for the 8. Soggy Leftover French Fries, thank you for the 10 gifties. If you didn't get one dodged in chat, simple as that. Covenant of Souls 6, thank you for the sub. Rex Babel, thank you for the gifty. Jackboy99, thank you for the Prime. The Junior Journey, thank you for the sub. So Worth, thank you for the 3. Portal Jacker, thank you for the 4. Daddy Steel, thank you for the Prime. Name that I cannot pronounce because it's not in English. Thank you for the 2. Aina VT, thank you for the 4. Crossing Inc., thank you for the year. Valorous, thank you for the Prime. Isania, thank you for the Prime. Jari, thank you for the Prime. BB Tancakes, thank you for the year. And Psy116, thank you for the Prime. Okay, thank God we did it. All right, so today's episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series is going to be a little different than normal, and that's because Gage is not around for a call afterwards. So I'm going to hop immediately on Twitter. I'm going to make 2 posts. First, I'm going to say prog memes. And, of course, you can post your prog memes here. And second, I'm going to retweet, or I'm going to post here. I'm going to say Gage's deck for next week. For Gage's deck for next week. He's going to play whatever we come up with tonight. So that's what we're going to be doing after that. With that said, let's watch Dark Legends. Now, this is going to be a pretty interesting one. I know what Gage is playing. I'm going to keep it unspoiled for all of you, but I'm super, super excited for him to do it.
Oh, and we got the Ghost Rare Black Rose, baby. Let's go. On
Progression Series Season 2.
I hope you have something, but I'm
I
gonna
hope you have
take
something
it.
for life.
Oh,
Fucking
God
snatch
damn
steal.
it.
Yes! Oh, dude, this deck
Vanity's
was so
ruler.
dumb. I can't believe it. The Lincoln's last turn.
Oh
He is
my
giving
God!
Simo
Okay, now that's how I know
no
Joseph
cummies.
came up with this. In this
Hey,
series,
whoa, whoa,
both
whoa, whoa,
Nimnim and
whoa.
myself will be opening 24 booster packs or 1 box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will
better see
receive
you all
a small
spamming.
prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode.
But this time,
around, we'll be introducing side sets,
a new banning system,
and plenty of
and
other
my
fun
big ol'
surprises
wiener.
that you'll just have
You get to see
watch
it.
to find out. This
is the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Progression Series
Season 2.
Oh, hold up. I need to get some water.
That was wrong.
I go downstairs, and my wife goes, "Wife!" Like in the fucking
If you
incest
want 5%
coffee
off
commercial.
any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code SEMO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
She's still giggling to herself.
No refunds.
We have been off to a roaring start in the 5Ds era.
I was gonna say something normal, but then did this instead.
Real coffee. I'm watching Prague. I gotta watch it.
How is it? How is it?
We just started.
Oh, damn. It looks like you got a lot of work to do.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been doing all this time?
I've been talking about Pasadena.
Oh, okay. Well,
Jillian's like, "Can I distract you for another 30 minutes?"
no, you were gone all weekend, and I just want to hang out with you. The best part of getting cooked.
You're my present this year.
Crossroads of Chaos came and went, No Black Rose Dragon in our pool, but we were making some mighty explosive plays with our Mausoleum deck last
Blueberry
week.
Dan
I'm
Cakes,
hoping
thank
to
you for the
carry over
$1.
that success to
If
this
1
week
million people
as we
won
find
5%
ourselves
off
on the
any
verge
single
of a
Shield
3-win
product, I'm
streak
one of them.
against Mr.
10 people
Alexander
click
the
the
Great.
affiliate link
My
in the
chat has
description,
been
I'm one of
brewing
them.
up some of the
If one
meanest
person
decks of
uses
all
code
time to
SEMO5,
crush
that's
Alex's
me.
spirits,
If no one
and
wants
I've
more
got
amazing
nothing short
content,
but
I'm no
amazing
longer
stuff
alive.
to share with you guys today. Let's see what we get on our winner's wheel, though. We've had mighty okay luck the last few weeks. There's a lot of high-octane slices on this wheel that I could get. Unbanned Ticket can mean Bestiary could be back in our pool. Any of the wild cards can be anything absolutely crazy, especially the promo wheel as we get deeper on into Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Better promos get released with due time. We got a redoer ticket last week. Let me not get another one of those this week. Give it a couple thousand clicks.
Oh, please
Whole bunch
get
of
secret.
velocity on the wheel spin here. Anything is possible. Give me something big, please, please.
Oh my
Nice.
fucking
Oh
god.
my god. Pretty much anything from
Oh my
Crossroads
god.
and Chaos
Wait,
is
wait,
at
wait,
my
wait, wait. That's
grasp. I don't think
huge.
I have much of a choice, honestly, though. Black Rose seems like
It's gotta
safe.
be Black Rose,
There's
yeah.
two cards
That
that
was
stand
wrong.
out very much from Crossroads and Chaos that I'd love to pick up. But I think Black Rose Dragon is the better of the two. I have,
Oh,
like,
the other
option
one is Retiari?
of cards like Gladiator Beast Rediary. Tempest Magician is another one that could
Is Tretch a secret? That might actually be the pick.
be really cute if we were able to pull off some FTK things, but those are few and far between, I think. I don't think Tempest Magician's good enough to look at, and I don't think Rediary's good enough, especially with Bestiary banned. Would have been a nice pickup, but the best one is clearly just Black Rose Dragon, wherever it may be. There it is,
Sure.
Black Rose Dragon coming in at the ultra rare slot, but since we have secret, we can take anything of a lower rarity. I am going to take a copy of Black Rose Dragon, so now Alex and I both have one of the most powerful level 7 synchros in the game in our card pool. Nice to have it back from last season. Let's see what we can do with it this time around.
Unbelievable. That deck Gage played last episode was garbage.
Shut the fuck up, you stupid ass bitch. You lost to it, didn't ya?
I'm sorry. I don't know how I lost to it, but, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
I
the
bet
loser,
you
so
don't.
I can't really talk any shit. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to a set we have never yet before seen in the progression series, Dark Legends. And if you see the card right at the top of the page here, you're going to know why Gage and I are excited for this set. Gores, the Emissary of Darkness, has never touched Prague, and is a very exciting card to have in Prague if one of us happen to pull it. It is
I
a
hope we
secret
don't
rare.
pull it.
A lot of you might remember this set as it includes 2 packs of Dark Legends plus Gores as a promo, but it actually did come within the set as well, which means we do have the chance to pull it because we're not just giving ourselves any freebies. Then moving on down to the super rares, if you look at the super rares, this seems pretty cracked, right? There's Regeki, there's Reborn, there's Graceful Charity.
Why are we doing this set? What the fuck? We can't play any of this.
Most of the cards in this section are banned on our ban list, and so as a result, we can obtain these cards, and if anything were to happen later that they come
Mally?
off the
Yeah,
list, then we
Mally's
have
big.
them in our card pool, but for the time being, we're not really going to be able to use them. Scapegoat's quite interesting, because I think Gage has 1 or multiple copies of this, and I have 0, so I could pick this up, but I think the most important part of this section is Malicious and Destiny Draw coming in at Super. The last time we were able to get this was Duelist Pack Aster Phoenix, and the next time we get access to this, I believe, is
blew on my
Gold
mono till
Series
I
3, which doesn't
Thanks.
come out until 2010. We're at the end of like 2008 for the time being. And so having access to get Mally and D-Draw is actually quite big because these cards are very playable at the moment. Continuing on down to the rares. I'm not sure if there's anything too useful here. Funny enough, Swords of Ruling Light is banned.
Fucking
Faith, I
Junior
believe,
Journey
is limited,
references
but it will
everywhere
come off
here.
eventually. Heavy
wrong.
Storm,
No.
I think, is banned
Catapult
as well.
Turtle is the
So
only
thing
notable
of
thing.
note here, I guess, is maybe the new cards, such as
Oh,
like
please don't
Amazon's
pass over
Chainmaster.
Catapult
This card's
Turtle.
like technically playable.
Oh,
Blizzard
shit, we
Dragon's
will
not
definitely give you
terrible, but I don't
FTK.
know if it's like good at this point in the progression series. It seems a little bit outdated. Then moving on down to the ultra rares, actually a few things that are interesting to talk about. This is our first shot at Green Baboon. This was initially a jump promo, as a matter of fact. Now, do keep in mind it doesn't have the ability that it works in the damage step, but it is still a good card for
I
what it's
summoned the
worth.
blue-eyed
and could,
white
you know,
dragon.
sort
Zarku
of
919, thank you for the
strategy.
5
Go
gifted
down that
subs.
route.
We
Also,
didn't get
Card
one.
Trooper. Card Trooper was a Duelist Pack Jade
What, the
Yuki,
scallop?
and again, being an ultra, it was really hard to pull. So we actually get another crack at Card Trooper. I think it might be limited at this point, but I'd have to
Yeah, you can only
double-check
play the
list.
one
If it's
Trooper.
not, we could play multiple copies. Also, Dark Bribe. This was a video game promo that I almost completely forgot to talk about. This is a deceptively powerful card potentially in a format like ours, especially when Solemn Judgment is banned. I think if we pull this, there is a chance we could play it, but it really depends on the circumstances.
it's okay.
And then the
Joe
commons,
is nice,
I really don't think there's much to talk about. I guess we get more shots at the pieces of Exodia, which is very funny. So if we ever did want to try to play Exodia, that's hilarious. But we basically have everything here because we've seen this stuff before,
Yeah, all
like
the
Retro Pack and the
recruiters,
like.
all the the.
So
I mean, this is a
unfortunately,
sick
not a whole lot
reprint
to write
set,
home
but
about here, but still
nothing that we
potentially
wanna play
could
at
be
this
some
point.
interesting things. Let's go ahead and open our pity packs, though. We're still on Champion Pack 7, which is unfortunate because Champion Pack 7 really sucks, if I'm going to be honest. There's a super rare
There's
threat
White
War, which,
Homunculus.
guess what? This was a common
IF
in Flaming
is pretty
Eternity,
good.
and unlike Season 1, we actually pulled a playset this time. Let's go to pack number 2. Nothing good there. I think the best thing that we could get here is maybe like a Lone Fire Blossom. I guess asking you shall receive.
Shovel
So I will
Crusher
take that. That's actually
again!
not bad.
Oh
I
my
think I have
fucking
one,
God,
maybe
not the
2 from
Shovel
Phantom
Crusher.
Darkness already. So in the future, this could be useful, but I don't think it's very good right now. 24 packs of Dark Legends, though, ladies and gentlemen, coming right up.
All right,
Oh, I'm
that out of the
coming.
way. Let's get 24
Right
packs
up.
going of Dark Legends. See if we can pull a Gores. Anything big in the opening. Reprint sets always have a couple extra cards within them. Off the bat, some goodies. 4th Solemn
no.
Judgment to be added to the collection. Definitely can't play anything with that.
Gravekeeper's Servant is interesting. I don't know if we have 3 copies of that, but that
could
could be like the
A lot
cornerstone
of
of
the
a
cards
really
from
annoying
Dark
stall
Legends
deck.
are very banned. We are just not able to play them mutually because we've just knocked them off our Forbidden Limited list together. But there are here and there a few cards that I really want to get my hands on. Monster Reborn's another one of those ones that we have let go way too early, so we'll never be able to play with multiple copies of it. Painful Choice
Sonic
in common
Bird
is
pretty
so weird
important
to
if we
see.
ever want
You
to
guys
play that
believe
demise
neither of us
list, but I think we
actually
already have
broken
3 of
anything
it.
with Painful Choice yet?
It's
Do
so
time.
funny is like I was clamoring for reprint sets last year, but this
Do time,
time
don't
it's
worry,
like
we'll get there.
the reprint sets don't really do
24
anything because
packs of
everything really
Dark
crazy
Legends.
we've
These are
already banned
12 card
with good
packs. Let's
reason,
flip up pack
and
number 1, see
everything
if we get
else we have a
anything
million of.
good. Doesn't really look like it. I
Upstart's
mean, I
big.
would be excited about like Painful Choice. I don't know if we have Catapult Turtle already because like in
Picking up a trio of
theory,
turtles would allow you to play the
Magical
FTK.
Scientist FTK. Wait a minute. Is uh-oh. Well. Maybe this episode actually just got a little bit more interesting now that
If he plays Magical Scientist FTK, I'm gonna fucking come.
Catapult Turtles in the mix. There is a super rare, not one that we were particularly looking for, but Ancient Lamp. This is a very iconic card from the anime. And now
Shouts out to Ediception, sideboarded this.
actually has like a sort of okay effect. It's not great, but it's, you know, it could be worse. I just want to quickly highlight this pack because there are 3 pieces of Exodia. If we
God,
pull the head of
protagonist-ass
Exodia, that means
motherfucker.
that in theory we could play Exodia. And while I don't necessarily think that's very good, at least the option is there for some shenanigans. There's an ultra rare in Gelen Duo and another Catapult Turtle
Catapult
as well.
2's
To be
big.
fair, I only need 1 of this card, but
you'd
I mean,
prefer
I could
3.
technically play 3 if I want to play a certain deck. We'll just have to see.
I mean,
actually
it's
don't know
hard
my
because like
Senju
historically the thing that made that deck very powerful obviously is the interaction between Magical Scientist and Catapult Turtle. They're an FTK if you get them both out, but getting them both out is really hard. And so you have to use like Mother Grizzlies, Mystic Tomatoes, Reasonings, and Monster Gates. And there's no shot we have Reasonings and Monster Gates. There's also no shot we have 3 Magical Scientists. We also have no Last Will. There's just a lot.
But if I ever want to play some sort of
Yeah, you
ritual
also need
deck,
to lose
I think
0 life
this
points.
set, if, you know, like Retro Pack or any of the other packs haven't already filled this slot out, giving us a full playset of that's cool for the future. And I think this will probably give us playsets of 7 tools if we don't already have this either.
Nothing crazy again, dude. Nothing good. A lot of the cards I'm seeing are like totally banned. Just nothing to talk about, really. Cannon Soldier's cute. I'm pretty sure I've already had a copy of Cannon Soldier in the bank since forever. But
I could see
yeah,
Penguin
nothing too
Soldier
relevant
maybe
yet.
being good in certain conditions.
Ooh, that's a stinker. Exchange of the Spirit Ultra Rare. There's a lot
could
of
FTK
Ultra Rares
with
in this
this.
set. I think the Ultra Rare is actually where the priority is for the cards we want to get. I really want a card like Green Baboon to be able to tie in with a strategy. Exchange of the Spirit, good nowadays with the new Shizu cards, but back in the day, maybe useful for
That
an
was
FTK
wrong.
too. Never really anything too crazy though. That better not be my only Ultra Rare. I'll be depressed. Getting deeper and deeper into these packs.
Senju, big
one thing
pickup,
that
big
we
pickup
didn't
for the Demise
realize-
deck.
Well, no, we realized,
Blizzard
but we don't
Dragon
know
I
how it
remember
works,
being
is,
fine,
Gores
but,
is a promo in Dark
bleh.
Legends, but listed on the card overview here for the set, it's marked as a secret rare. So we might have to pull it in the set. I hope there's a way to actually get Gores from the set because on debut the card was unbelievable. I'd love a chance to play with it, but so far I don't know where they would slot the secret rare in because it's technically on even a slot on its own. Oh, another Reborn. What am I gonna
That's
do with
bleak.
2 Reborn?
That's really bleak.
Oh, that's lame. All right, coming up on the last 4 packs of Dark Legend 1. Can I get anything in the closer here? Like I said, I'm really only looking for green not Blastsphere. That's not what I was looking
Are we playing
for.
Blastsphere?
Again,
No
2
way,
Ultra
right?
Rares,
There's just
lucky
no
enough,
fucking
but
way.
neither of them too playable. I didn't want Blastsphere. 2 more packs.
Oh,
Anything
did we
big
miss the
in
boat on
close?
Demise? Is
Swords of
Advanced
Reveal Light
Ritual
is
Art
very banned. Cannot
limited?
play it.
Boy, that sucks.
and a Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. It is what it is. This was one of the sets where it was.
I don't think we reroll. It's just like not worth. There's just nothing to pull. I mean, like what on earth would you possibly want to see?
But I do have a strategy that I'm cooking up today.
All right, good.
With you guys.
This is kind of funny.
I can't wait to
this
show
is
you.
Probably
his deck.
pretty likely to happen through 24 packs of this set. But there's the Gate Guardian, and I've also pulled all 3 pieces of the Gate Guardian. Not that we're playing it. It's just kind of cool. Another super rare coming up on the close.
So fun fact, I think that's the Spellcaster piece specifically might be worth playing when we get Magical Dimension, but that's a way far off.
Here it is cloning. This is probably one of the worst ones
Cloning?
out of all of them, unfortunately. But let's just go ahead and send the last
21 is not worth living in. Scientists sucked off Nirvana High Paladin.
Like what we would have expected, but I really wanted to just hit some of the big. Mainly, I wanted to hit Gores. Let's be honest. There's Chainmaster. To be fair, that's the first one of those that we hit. I don't know if we're playing this card, but at least out of all the cards in here, that card is somewhat playable, depending on your definition of playable, I guess. Last pack, ladies and gentlemen. Will we get Gores? It does not look like it, but to be fair, I don't even think we need it. So let's go ahead and go to deck building.
Is he really going to build the FTK?
We have a fun idea for what we're going to be playing today.
Keeping it in theme with deck.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So we built this on stream last weekend. If you are not subscribed to twitch.tv/MBT Yu-Gi-Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? But you can then use your free Prime subscription on twitch.tv/nimnim, which right after the progression series airs, he talks about his play in the episode and builds his deck for next week. Last week, with the assistance of chat, he was able to build this monstrosity. So if you've never seen this deck, this is kind of Little City. This is a very short-lived deck that I think had absolutely zero meta representation. It was more of a theory craft from a bunch of really good players. The concept is Skyscraper 2 Hero City reborns monsters from the graveyard if they've been destroyed by battle. You can loop Elemental Hero Stratos and Elemental Hero Ocean over and over again to get almost infinite advantage. It's a little crusty because we don't have Ocean, but Stratos is enough, especially in Limited, to facilitate this combo. Mostly, though, you don't really care too much about the Little City itself. You just care about the guys. Alias is a really powerful card. Captain Gold means you can always have access to Skyscraper, get over bigger guys. Wildheart just has a bunch of really nice matchups. While it may look kind of sus to be playing Sparkman, we're doing it to facilitate Hero Blast, which is on screen now. This card allows you to reborn, add from graveyard to hand a hero monster that is a normal monster, and then blow up your opponent's entire field, provided those monsters' attack is less than the monster that you reborned. And then Just a Break is, if your opponent attacks a normal monster you control, fucking Mirror Force them.
That aren't chaos. We are piloting Little City today. My chat helped me brew up this list, and oh my, does it look fierce, bro.
It looks
a deck that
real
involves
nice.
the Elemental Heroes. Never thought I'd see the day, bro. But I think this deck is pretty sick.
It is.
Extremely
It's legitimately
consistent
quite good.
pile of cards with a lot of really.
Like, keep in mind, by playing, like, you might be bulking at this list. You might be like, oh my god, what the fuck is he doing? Well, the only way that you're ever going to clear the Elemental Heroes is one by battle, in which point you, like, Just a Break, you sack, you Widespread Ruin, or more likely, you're going to try and kill them by card effect because otherwise they'll reborn, at which point those 3 My Bodies are going to come in very handy.
Useful trap cards to mix in with a bunch.
Side deck is
Stratos
shit?
is
No. That skill drain is all we need.
Obviously, the keynote of the deck here, we pulled it in Champion Pack. Very, very cool pull that we're finally going to be able to utilize in tandem with a card like
And notably, if Alex is on Magical Scientist FTK, we bring in 15 cards and automatically
all
win.
of our Elemental Heroes are big enough to topple over anything that Alex throws out. Simply e-call on the Stratos, search a Dusted Gold, gets us right to the Skyscraper. Skyscraper 2 is another option, though, that we can see later on in the game, where it allows us to pull an Elemental Hero that was destroyed by battle during the main phase. Guarantee Mono Bluetron is losing his mind over Just a Break here.
Oh, I'm
your
coming.
Opponent's monster declares an attack on a normal monster, destroy all monsters on the field except attack
We had to
position.
ban this
Normal
in Prague
monsters is
playoffs.
Essentially Mirror Force for anything that's not Sparkman or Neo's Alias. Hero Blast is also some really sick removal, allowing us to pick back up an
He
Alias
edited the
or
side deck
Sparkman
today and
from
took
bin,
out something crucial. What did he take out?
and then non-targeting destroy a monster with less attack. 1900 will pretty much be any normal summon in the game. The most deceptively strong card in this list, I think, is Wildheart. Wild Heart is just unaffected by trap effects. So paired with a Skyscraper, he's pretty much able to topple over anything in the game uncontested. Cards like
Back row
Sakuretsu,
removal,
Widespread Ruin, anything Ring of Destruction that Alex might have will not go up to snuff against the Elemental Hero Wild Heart. Our side deck is pretty teched out against any strategy that's going to revolve around him wanting to use Dark Arm Dragon or Chaos Monsters. Huge Dimensional Fissure Macro Cosmos package in the side deck here, paired with DD Survivor, which is also a warrior. The warriors are important because we can play Rivalry of the Warlords. Unsure how good this card is currently in like a sealed format. It really is dependent on how
I mean, it'll be good against
hey, today's
Magical
metagame
Scientist
shows
FTK,
anything.
so whatever.
Floodgates are nuts. Speaking of Floodgates, Skill Drain is also a
Skill Drain's
shoo-in
great.
instead.
We honestly
Just
maybe
being
could
able to
even
pair
play
up with
Skill Drain main.
1900 up to 2900 beats with Skyscraper. Skill Drain will stop anything fancy that Alex
Oh my god, he
chooses
just
to play. Seems
slammed
pretty
into his
solid.
mic
This
there.
list looks extremely tight. In testing, I was able to push through an opening hand pretty much every single draw I had. So we're hopefully going to be able to match that today. I don't want to play the Banned Art of Premature Burial. There we go. Look at that. The 15 card extra deck is just to throw Alex off his game now. Now that we piloted something last week with 15, I definitely want to be buffing out the 15 every single time. So immediately on the jump, he doesn't get this like idea that I'm already playing something I've played before. I think this list is super tight. I'm really curious to see how it does against whatever Alex puts together.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can all breathe a...
That was wrong.
All right, so the bad news here is we're not playing enough back row removal to deal with this. We're going to have to get really fancy with this Stratos, but...
collective sigh of relief that I am not
really,
playing
really bad
Magical
matchup for
Scientist
Gage, yeah.
FTK. I really tried to make it work, but with all the limitations...
I'm going to say 2-1 SEMO, but I have faith in Gage.
Because we do abide by the ban list at the time. So in this case, I believe it's the September 2008 ban list.
You know what? Fuck it. 2-1 Gage.
And with the lack of some of the other cards that we're missing, it's really difficult to pull it off. It's
All right, do we need to listen to
doable,
this?
But I
We
don't
all
think
know
it's
what we're doing,
consistent
right?
enough to net us a win, although it would be very funny and probably just make Gage want to quit and we'd win by default. But we're going to go ahead and take a step back to our roots, and we haven't played this deck probably in a...
Like, there's a couple of things that are really funny in here. Wild Heart matches up really well against this deck. I don't know.
Few months now in the progression series, and when we did play this deck, we just stomped Gage, and so I kind of want to revisit this. We've definitely undergone some changes here because we're missing a lot of cards that we were before. Smashing Grounds limited now, Comfy's ban, Trap Dust Shoots ban. So the deck isn't exactly the same, but I think it's still good enough to net a win, and I don't think Gage is going to be prepared for this, especially
yeah, I mean,
because he's been switching decks every episode now. I think we need to try to like just keep him off guard as well by just playing something crazy. So we're bringing back CO Burn, baby. So this deck just basically is trying to wall up behind time with switches hard, in the hit kind of go turtle. It's in the side of their deck. Fire decks to shove the one third depending on or this one this 5D. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel.
Ha, he, ho, ho, he.
Man, Gage, I've just been getting destroyed these past few episodes. You're on a 2-win streak, and this is like just the beginning of 5Ds. I'm going to do everything in my power not to go back to the banning. But Dark Legends, we've seen sets like this before, similar to Retro Pack and the like, but unlike those sets, there's actually some terrifying cards in here like Gores and the like. So how you feeling?
It's a really interesting set, dude. Going over it and stuff. A lot of the cards that are in this set, we just mutually got rid of from our format.
Yeah.
A lot of the cards are
Thank
great. But it's a
goodness.
cool set, you know. Gores, extremely impactful card, limited on release here at the TCG. It's just super valuable if we're able to get one of those. But altogether, man, I think it's a cool set. It's a nice little relief to, you know, revisit the DM era and see some of those cards again.
Yeah, and like if for whatever reason those cards would ever come off the ban list at some point, if you got one that, you know, I already had or I got one that you already had, then it could actually be relevant in the future, right? I don't think it's pretty likely considering we never want any of those cards to come back. But
yeah, I don't know if there's a day I'll be like, yeah, let's unban Graceful Charity just for the hell of it.
It
Come
depends what
on,
your
be
pulls are like,
cool.
you know, you never know. You know, maybe you'll just get like the best Dark World package of all time at some point.
You
You're like,
never
yeah,
know.
Graceful's crazy, but
You never
let's shout the patron. Iceberg 67, nice simple name. Thank you for the support. All right, let's see what we got.
All right, let's see who wins.
Come on,
this
He's
time.
got
come on,
so
come
many
on, yeah,
floodgates.
there
There's
we
no
go.
way.
Decisions all yours, Alexander.
Big
You take a pick.
decisions, big decisions. We have collectively
I
agreed that going
believe, I
second
believe.
is better, and so I think I'm just going to stick to that, and that's what I'll do.
Sounds like a plan to me. Good luck, duelist.
That's what Lexi as well. Let's see what you got.
Okay, I'll go standby phase.
Okay, this is kind of
All right,
whack.
I'll start it
It's
off.
not very good.
Force him to the army.
Okay, classic.
Take any warrior from my deck here. There's a few of them in there. I think I'll take a exiled force. I'll put it in my hand.
Sure.
All right, I will. I'll set a
Exiled's
card,
great.
and I'll just pass it to you, duelist.
I'll draw. Ooh.
Oh,
All right, Gage, you ready to have some
shit.
fun?
I'm ready. Let me see what you got.
Okay, now we
I
lose.
pay 2,000 life points and activate Final Countdown.
Oh, I'm so dead. I'm so dead.
Yeah,
Let's
we
have some
just
fun,
don't
buddy. I'm
have
gonna use the extra
matchup.
monster
We
zone,
don't
which
have
currently
outs
does not
to
exist in
this.
our format, but I'll put
Fucking
counters here to
shit,
indicate,
dude.
once we
Come
get turn
on.
first. So this should be a fun time, don't you think, pal?
Yeah, it
Let's
should
go
be
in some of this
blast.
Mystic Tomato. Let's see what we're gonna hit.
All right, it's a DD Warrior Lady, and I will opt to banish her tomato with it.
That's
Fine, no worries.
such.
Second second main, I'm
Take
gonna
the
go
M2.
ahead.
Every
Oh,
life
sorry,
point's
I
gonna
take
count.
200. Yes, she does have larger defense points than my Mystic Tomatoes attack. I'll set 3 and pass, buddy, and that is
Alright.
turn 1 on countdown. Let the
Draw.
games begin.
Standby phase, main phase. You got anything when I go into the main?
Heavy?
Nope, I wish.
Oh, you have to be on fucking. I'm not ready for this.
No,
I had
yeah.
to try to get you off guard because I'm not going to the
You
banning.
did. All right. I mean, I guess whatever I play, it doesn't matter when I'm up against Final Countdown. I'm gonna pitch Captain Gold to search a
What the
skyscraper from
fuck?
Deck Game.
Yep.
Okay, clearly Joseph helped you with this deck.
Hey,
A
whoa,
little
whoa,
assistance
whoa,
from the
whoa.
MBT crew. It's gonna allow me
Yeah,
to pick up skyscraper.
only MBT would pill you on Captain Gold, but sure, that's fine.
I'll
All right,
pill
so we took the
Captain
skyscraper
Gold.
from the deck here. All right. Well, I mean, I don't expect this battle phase to do anything, but I'm gonna summon Neos Alias.
I mean, he's big.
That's
He's
a good
big.
one.
Can I get 19 in? Not attack Final Countdown. I wish.
I wish we
And you
could.
wish you could attack Final Countdown if only it had to stay on the field. I'm thinking here. I'll ring this.
Okay. All right. You can. That's
He's
fine.
actually
We'll take
pretty
We'll take
low.
19. Yep.
Okay. I will set a card and I will just pass. Go ahead.
Turn 2 on countdown.
Yep,
I'll
turn 2.
draw. And interesting. I'll pass. Turn 3 on countdown.
All right. I'll draw. I'll just summon Exile Force and I'll try to get in for 1,000. Not again.
I'm fine with the 1,000. Sure.
Okay, all right, okay.
We'll draw. I'm
Okay.
gonna set 1, throw it to you.
Okay. I'll draw. Stand by main. Summon Alias.
And that is, I'm sorry, we're on turn 5 of countdown.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. If you want to like subtract a turn, that's okay too, man. If you want to forget, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
You have to stop this here. I'm gonna go battle phase and attempt to go for lethal. It will
This
not
would
hit.
be lethal if this does connect. I'll take the 1,000 from Exiled Force. And then you're attacking with Alias as well?
Well, now I'm thinking because I might want to keep this Alias. No, I'm gonna go in for. I'm gonna try to go for game.
Okay.
Yeah, of
I will
course you do.
Dimension Wall, so you'll take the 19.
I'll take it. No problem. It stays alive, right? Doesn't
It stays alive. Yeah, I wish this card was
Okay.
Okay.
We got it, 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 we got
I
it.
won't forget this time. I'll draw.
Son of a
one.
bitch.
What do we want to do here?
That said card better
I'm gonna
be a
space your
removal
back row.
spell.
Okay. It's just a break.
Wow.
It was
You
a
gotta read that
removal
card?
spell.
You
Okay, I know. No. I know what this card does. I sealed Showdown. This card was insane.
It's an MBT special.
Actually, that's a lie. There's
It
no
is.
normal monsters in Cyberdark Impacts. This card was actually worthless. But yeah, that Justy Break is actually crazy. What do I want to do? In a bit of a predicament, but I think I'll be fine. I'm gonna Hammer Shot your Neos Alias.
Okay.
Normal Tomato attack your Exile Force.
Okay. I'll take 4.
The end of the game.
And then I'll pass turn 7 on countdown.
Okay. I'll draw. Stand by main.
Yep.
All right. I'll activate Snatch Steal to try to take this tomato.
Sure.
That's
I
good.
guess I gotta go for it. I'm gonna summon Stratos and then trigger the effect to search.
That's fine.
Okay. Off of Stratos.
We did
I
it.
will actually grab my man Wildheart.
We did it.
Battle.
Okay.
14.
Take 14.
Game.
You got it, buddy.
Oh, the final countdown. Not enough. To
One down, one
solve.
down, one down, one down.
Oh,
Just
give
gotta
me
make it
star
happen again.
cards.
Make it happen
This
again.
game 2 and 3 is gonna be rough though.
Jeez, okay, we are fucked. We are so fucked.
I mean, I seem to have caught you off guard. The next step is actually winning the game. That would help quite a bit. I'm gonna go second again. Like, I feel like the extra
Need
card is
the
still
extra
beneficial,
card,
even though like maybe one extra turn on final countdown will matter, but we'll see.
Oh,
That's
this
what-
hand
We'll
is
see if it matters. We'll see if it
crazy.
matters. Hopefully, I can outpace the countdown.
Okay, I hope not.
I will go main phase 1. I will set a card. I'll set another one, and then I'll throw down Dimensional Fissure.
Okay, sure.
And I will just pass turn to you, Duelist.
We'll draw. Let's try
Might
it
as well.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Limited,
All right.
by the way, buddy. Limited.
1 out of 20,
Then I will just go
true.
ahead and set 1 and throw 2 down to my own, and back to you, buddy. Turn 1 on countdown.
Annoying.
Go ahead and
Yeah, do me a
maneuver
favor.
this
Throw
to
that
the
in the
zone
extra
again.
monster again. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to throw that in EDM again? That's
Sure. Yeah, we did this in history, and it was actually quite productive. All right, turn 1. Go ahead.
Cool. I will draw. I will go stand by main. Wow, what the fuck am I looking at? If only you could see this. I'll flip the Spark Man up.
Actually, oh my god, because you're on Just a Break, you're actually on Smart Bet. This is awesome.
Spark Man's
Yeah.
okay.
He's just slightly bigger than Mystic Tomato, so I'm gonna see if that's what that is.
You know what he's
Let's
not
see if I
slightly
can get
bigger than? Fucking Cyber Phoenix.
No, he's the same as the Phoenix. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh shit, I ain't got anything for that. All right.
Come on, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it,
I'll
we can
go,
do it, we can
end
do it, we
phase,
can do
that's
it, we can do
2
it.
on countdown. Thank you very much, sir. I'll go ahead and draw my card. Main 1. Question is what I want to do now. I'll run out this Breaker.
Yeah, he's powerful.
I'm gonna try to break the Fissure.
That's fine.
Then
That's
I guess if
so
I want to be
good.
aggressive, I could do
Damn
that
it.
as well.
No, please.
Fissure
don't.
actually
I'm
was
not
not
gonna
terrible.
fucking Justy Break. Smash the fucking thing.
Yeah. I think
My
I'll
body.
modify it. I'll keep him up.
Wow. You,
Yes.
Okay. Sure. All right. Pay your 50. I mean, basically, that's me hitting you directly. It effectively does
Yeah,
the
I
same
mean-
thing in my eyes. Yeah. Sure. Phoenix to attack. Fuck it. All right. We'll crash.
Yep.
And I'll do 12.
Yep.
And then second main, I'll just go to end. Put another one on countdown. Go ahead.
Okay, we
I'll
could
draw.
do this. We could
Stand by
still
main.
do
I'll
this.
set another one, and I'll throw down another die-fi.
Great.
I'll
We
just
need a
go to
guy,
end phase, another
though.
one, final.
Well, the one Cyber Phoenix against the world, I guess. Main 1. Battle.
Oh.
Coming in. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Cool. Second main, I'm gonna set 1, throw up Messenger in peace, and good luck.
Oh, fuck that. Okay, I'll draw.
Yeah, we can't
Stand
win.
by main.
You're not the only one with floodgates.
Yeah, right. Okay, I'll hit with a Dark Hole first.
That's
It's
kind of
good. That's really good.
So my Phoenix is banished, and my Dark Mimic also gets banished.
Not bad. Okay, I'll take that. I'll follow it up with an E-Call.
Sure.
All right, the emergency is.
Do we
on
have a
to go.
guy?
All right, I'll pick up a Elemental Hero Stratos off the E-Call.
Sure.
We gotta
I think
get
I
it.
have the
We
whole
got a
lot,
normal
so it's like
guy
a
who's not Stratos.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go end phase.
Pass. Woo!
I'm gonna go end phase.
Countdown,
Yep.
baby!
Go ahead.
We'll draw. We'll set.
Son
and
of a
another one on
bitch,
countdown. Go ahead.
dog.
Draw. Stand by main. I mean, that's ideal. I'll go Rhoda.
Sure.
All right, off the army, I'm gonna pull up the Wild Heart.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Actually, do I want the Wild Heart? Yeah.
Yes, you do. Yes, you fucking
Okay, I'll go
do.
Wild Heart, and then I will summon Wild Heart.
Sure.
Fortunately, it's too fucking
You know
big,
it's
bro.
not a trap.
Just a little
Yeah,
bigger.
don't remind me. I'll just pass like that. Go ahead.
Turn
No,
8.
on countdown.
Keep it going. I need to be paying for Messenger. I apologize. So I should have paid for 2 standby phases.
The game-breaking 200 life points there.
This was a maintenance cost. I don't know. It still blows my mind. All right, main phase 1. So what's your play here? You go normal Stratos, crack my messenger. That seems
Yes, and
pretty
then
likely.
you have
Okay,
another
sure, I'll
fucking
ask.
messenger.
Alright,
Turn
so
9
look
on
at
counter.
that. Yep, stand by main.
Yep.
Stratos, crack the messenger.
Activate skill tree.
Fuck. Oh shit,
That
go.
was
Yeah, yeah.
wrong.
Turn 10 on countdown. Get to it. I'll draw. I'll set. Throw to you. Turn 11.
Draw, stand by main. Get some greed going.
Yeah.
You don't have anything. Stop. You don't have anything. I'm gonna take my 2 cards. I'll throw down a Witch of the Black Forest.
He let it
That can actually
resolve
start getting
even.
That could actually start getting in for damage. Yeah, good.
Battle phase 11. No, not into that.
Okay, now I have to start thinking. And that's just annoying because that can start hitting. But I care. That's 11 turns on Messenger of Peace that you drain me of, Gage. I need to be mindful of that, you know.
It's the clock, bro. You're racing the clock.
Yeah, I am racing the clock. You know what? I'm going to ring this.
Okay, we'll both take the 11.
And
that's
you
fine.
have die-fi up, so you don't get the surge, so I feel pretty good.
Oh, no, you're right. Shit. Oh, that fucking blows. Oh, yeah, all right. Go, your turn. That's 12 on
This
countdown.
is so painful. Like, I'm sorry. I wish I had more stuff to say, but it's just, it's disheartening watching a deck this boring win.
Oh, and speaking of...
Yeah, it's only fair.
It's only
Take it
fair.
too.
It's only fair. Just in case you can
That's
crack
it.
my board, I'll Dark Hole.
Yeah, I ain't got no, they're getting banished too. See
They're
ya.
getting banished. Yep. I'll pass 15. I should have paid for my card, too.
16, go ahead.
Makes it easy. Go to 16. Draw. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
just
This
set
can
that,
hit
it's over.
under my card.
Yeah, go figure.
14.
All right, I'll take 14. Yep.
We'll go to Ed in 17. What's going to kill you first, the tomato or countdown?
I don't know, bro. I'll activate Snatch. I'll try to take your tomato.
I guess I should have anticipated this, huh? Hand is, like, entirely dead at this point.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll take him. And then I'll go battle phase 400.
Dimension.
Direct. Let's go get I tried.
All right, you know, not a lot to say. I hope that he's able
Alex,
to
I
do
just
it.
had to clarify with you at the end of this siding. Final countdown's at 1, right?
That is correct.
And you opened it both games.
Cool.
That is correct.
I swear you...
Hey, to be fair, I drew it for turn the first game. I did not.
Yeah,
If he draws it the third game, I will. There's just
I
nothing to
swear, you
say.
open this again this game 3. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna go second. I'm gonna take the additional card this time around.
Okay,
I
how about
guess
if I
that
open it
makes
again? You just
sense.
can see all
I'm
the
not gonna do that,
cards.
but I'll be mildly upset. I will say.
Okay,
Okay,
thank God.
sure.
This is a
That's the line.
very bad hand out
I
of
forgot I was
Alex.
going first. I don't know why I said that. All right,
It's good if you have final countdown.
No, I would have dropped that a lot faster. That would have been a lot funnier. I'm just going to set 4 and pass.
Thrilling gameplay. All right.
Hey, gotta win, buddy. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Stand by
Yep,
me.
see what you got.
I'll start with an e-call.
Yes.
All right. Ring, ring. Who we pulling up? I can't take Stratos here.
This is
I'm
the
gonna take
easiest
Wild
wild heart ever.
Sure.
Throw him
Yes.
Okay.
Battle for 15.
I'll take it.
Nice. Minion
Yes.
two. I'll give 1, 2.
That's our win
and
con.
just pass to
That
you.
was wrong.
Draw. I'm gonna hammer shot him just because
My
he's
body.
annoying the fact he's immune to traps.
He is quite a pest to deal with.
I'll just set and pass.
I'll go Exiled Force.
That's fine.
I'll forcibly pop the face down.
It is Dark Mimic level.
You're just never getting those draws off of it.
Never. I've not drawn a single card off of anything besides Pot of Greed this whole game.
That
Pass back
was
to you. Go ahead.
wrong.
All right, we need a win con here.
Stop
eventually.
drawing the fucking ring.
I need 1, 2. Clearly, but
pass,
yeah,
pass,
go
pass,
ahead.
pass. Yeah, let's go. That doesn't do any good.
Yeah, no spell trap zones. I wonder what you
How
could
do
do.
we not
I'll
have
stand by me.
monsters?
Go.
All right, come on. Give me a card. That's a card. Cyber Phoenix, baby. Get in.
I'll take 12 off the Phoenix. That's fine.
Sure. That's it for me.
Draw. Stand by me. Alias.
He's big. Yeah.
That's good.
Battle phase.
Sure.
Declare.
Let's try ringing him.
Rough. We'll both take it. That's fine.
Yep. I'll take the 19. Just pass. You don't have any other plays.
Man, I hate that you're right.
That's what
Shut
I
up.
thought, boy. That's what I thought. Get in.
She was drawing so poorly
Cyber Phoenix
too.
effect.
Yeah, that's what that does. Yeah, all right. Yep, all right.
This doesn't just draw a card, Gage. This
Hey,
has
I
to
had to, yep, all right. Yep, punished for that one. Okay, draw.
Somebody getting a bit tilt.
No.
I'm not happy, bro. This is not going my way. I'm like, this is the last thing I expected you to pilot today.
That was wrong.
Oh my god, fuck.
The Cyber Phoenix a problem
It's kicking
for
my
you.
ass. I'm not even. It's actually just kicking my ass.
Well, why didn't you just snatch steal it?
He's really
I already
tilted.
made one mistake so far, man. Let's see here. I'm just gonna. I don't feel good about this, but I have to. I'm gonna get raced if I don't. I'm gonna dark hole it.
You're gonna dark hole Cyber Phoenix.
Why are you thinking about this? Is that okay?
I'm just considering my options. Cyber Phoenix is what, a 4-turn clock? It's not the best. You're that desperate. Dark hole. I'll fucking Magic Jammer this.
Oh, now it's
you
your
did this to me last episode.
Oh, now it's your turn with the jammer. Damn. Oh, I mean, it's counter trap. Yep, I can't. Yep.
There's a counter trap. Where's your Solemn Judgment?
Summon Stratos effect.
Well, you have something. You know, there's that. Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, but we
Off
don't want
the
to use
coast,
it.
I will take a copy of Alias.
Yeah.
I can't attack with this. I'm gonna get.
No, you
deep
have to.
prison.
You have to, dog. We got to get a clock going.
If I get Saku'd, it fucking gets destroyed.
You mean Dimension?
Yeah,
Well, not
you know,
Deep
yeah,
Prison.
that one.
They both have Dimension. Could you imagine if we had Deep Prison? Although, to be fair, we might get Deep Prison in the progression series later on when it gets reprinted.
Come
That's
on.
kinda cool.
I'll go
We can do
battle on
this.
Claire.
We can do
And then
this.
on declaration.
What do you got?
Cosmos.
Cosmos on Declaration. I'll chain MSC to the Cosmos.
Sure.
I'll take the 6, draw for
Sure,
Phoenix.
that's fine. I'll go me too.
Sure. Now the back.
Fuck
Oh my god, all the back.
I'm gonna. Yeah, you're gonna top deck Duster. I'm gonna look like a silly goose, but it's fine. Go ahead, your turn.
Yeah, I wish. I got Messenger.
God, this is annoying. I'll
Go ahead.
fuck. Draw. Stand by me.
Yep.
Breaker.
Fuck. That sucks for
Yes.
I don't doubt it. Oh man. Yep. All right. That's gone. Oh, I should have just held it. Yep. Go ahead.
Come on, baby.
No,
That's what I want.
you had to
Yeah,
make
pass,
it
go ahead.
happen.
Stand by me.
Need to pay 100 for Messenger.
Yeah,
sorry.
no problem. Rhoda.
Rhoda's good.
Bro, I do not have any small fucking warriors. I don't have anything
Yeah.
small. Everything's 15 or above.
Guess we
Oh,
should have
God.
played
I'm gonna
fucking
take Warrior
Avion.
Lady.
Okay.
I'm gonna I'm gonna set a card. Go ahead, your turn.
I mean, it walls up, so there's that.
Pay
I
the
guess.
100.
I'll pay my 100. I'll pay my 100. I'm dead in 38
If this is
turns,
close,
don't worry.
we're about to be even on life points here, bro. Every point
you're
counts.
gonna deck out before then, long before. I'll just pass. I'm chilling.
All right, I'll draw. Go ahead.
Draw. I'll pay my 100, and there we fucking go. Let's get.
Okay, wave motion. Yep.
I'm chilling. Go ahead.
Draw. Standby, main.
Keep setting, buddy. Keep setting those
This
monsters.
is not looking good for me. I'll just pass. Go ahead.
Sure. I'll draw.
100.
I'll pay the
I don't know what we need. Do we need Warrior returning alive?
Main one, I also get a counter on this thing. Not really a counter, but basically the same thing. I'm curious what you got set there. I know Warrior Lady is almost guaranteed one of them. I can't attack. You might just set anything, so I just can't poke you. I don't think I saw anything like super relevant in the other games. Let's take a peek. I'm gonna ceasefire.
Change all face downs to face. I had to. You've hit me with this before. I have to read it again.
I have hit you with this before.
Take 1,000
so
here.
Flip.
So everything gets flipped up, no effects, and then
I take 5.
You take 1,000.
No, I take 5 because Alias is Gemini.
Oh, because Alias is technically a warrior.
How about that?
Or,
Then
sorry, not warrior.
outskilled.
Outskilled, evidently. All right, go ahead.
Okay, I'll draw.
Sure.
Stand by main. Well, I mean, I'm winning or losing here. It's literally, I have to make this play now. All right, I'm gonna summon Survivor.
That's good. No response.
What do I lose to? Double D wall. You've used Ring of Destruction, which is good for me, I guess. It's like double D wall I'm losing to, or any other burn that you have. I'm gonna either win this turn or I'm gonna lose the very next one.
He's going for it.
Oh my god, I gotta think how I wanna play this. Oh, I don't even win past D wall. No, I do. I do win past D wall. No, I don't. I don't fucking win. I don't win this game. Oh my god.
It's a close one, Gage. We haven't had a nail biter in
What's he
quite a few
thinking
minutes.
about?
Man,
I
need to
like.
be very picky with this. Okay, so turn 2, I get wave motion from like my life savings. All right, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, I just can't keep sucking myself out of this. I'll dust the piece.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Have been set. This was the most recent set, right?
The most recent set was the one in a column with your survivor.
Okay, this one has been set for a minute. I have not declared an attack. This is why it's a debate. If I hit this right, like if it's, I still lose to D wall, I think. What if I hit your wave motion? What's the worst that happens? You can't messenger another turn because it's gonna die. Wave motion's your only win con right now, besides double D wall. All right. I don't know. My god, Alex, I don't know. Oh my god. I'm gonna hit this one.
Targeting the middle back row. Now it's my turn to think. I will magic jammer this.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that
Pain.
face down then?
It's double D wall, right?
Face down. Okay, well, I mean, so this is what fucking sucks, bro. I can't beat the magic jammer anyways. But if you have D wall, I lose to your wave motion next turn. So that was the thing, is like, do I pop your wave motion and just hope you maybe only have one
I mean,
D wall and
jammer
get it in 2 turns? Just show
ruins
me.
all
I'll go
this.
15.
15's good.
18.
Dimension wall.
Can I do this? Is this legal? Book my survivor?
I believe this
It is!
because since technically I'm not taking battle damage.
Yeah.
I believe this should counter it. We can double check, but I'm pretty.
Oh!
sure.
Oh, it says from this battle. So I mean, like the battle.
Oh!
Correct. Right, because you stop the battle with book.
Okay.
So
All right. All right. Cool. So set.
So set, and that goes away. You got me.
Another D wall.
Oh!
I fucking called it! Oh, do it! Oh, I'm so mad! That's a big.
And now you know why I magic jammer.
Oh, that hurts so bad. You have no idea. Oh, I don't have an out for this one. Yep. Okay, so I'm taking 19, and then I'm going. Oh man, dude, I knew fucking double D wall was there. All right, I'll just pass turn.
Got nothing left.
Draw face. Hold on. Draw.
Standby.
Wait.
Oh.
Let me read this card again. Oh my god, that works.
You have
That works. I'm gonna flip up into standby phase. Macrocosmos. Can you send?
Oh
Can
my
you send
God.
me motions?
And he drew a fucking floodgate!
Cost? You can't.
Because it's a cost to send it to the graveyard. I don't think I
Can you?
can.
Let me-
Oh my god.
If Macrocosmos or a similar card is active, you cannot attempt to launch wave motion because sending it to graveyard's a cost.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess this game isn't over then. That's gonna be a fat wave motion cannon. but I can fire that.
Yeah, just MST the macro and I win.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, my MST's already gone because I MST'd your
What'd you hit?
other macro.
Yeah, that's right.
This thing's at, this thing is at 3 because this like card doesn't do anything at this point, except apparently stop wave motion cannon. Messenger.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm out of outs for messenger too. Draw.
Are we
Please
actually?
tell me.
Standby. Main.
Okay.
Flip.
Yeah.
Pass.
This is so on
Go.
edge. Oh my
Nah,
god.
come on.
Draw.
Okay, another one on wave motion.
Yeah, I get another. This is gonna be the fattest wave motion cannon of all time. Okay, I gotta
Take 100 for this.
You say you're,
This is gonna matter.
Yeah, I gotta pay my 100. Yeah,
It is,
I gotta
that's
pay my
our
100.
out.
So now the question becomes: do I believe you that you're out of outs for messenger? You've gone through a dust tornado. MST's limited, so I know that's gone.
Breaker.
Your breaker's gone. Your stratus is
Breaker,
gone. I don't know what
Stratos.
else you could have. Dust is not limited, so unless you only have one dust, which is very
could
well
be
possible.
Trunade.
What else do you still have in?
He needs
your
to draw
deck? You could
Witch.
get Witch. I don't know what other small.
Witch does.
things you
Witch
have.
does
Exile
do it.
Force, but I don't know how many of those you're playing. You could just be on the one just for rota utility. I guess I'm scared of like Witch.
Ring,
Which doesn't even kill you.
Witch.
It doesn't, but I mean, I'm just trying to think how I lose this.
I'm trying to think how you win it. I'm trying to win. This is rough.
I pass.
I draw. I pass. Go.
Okay, come on. Standby, I'll take 100. Wave motion to 4.
He's
Main one.
so good.
How-
He's just
this
nice
is-
with
This
it.
is so nerve-wracking. Oh my god.
There's no way you morphing
Hey,
jar
Marty.
here, right?
You're correct. I cannot final countdown
know what good
anymore.
that does
But
to
to
me.
be fair, I don't think the game will last long enough for it. Actually, yeah, 10 turns each. Yeah, it would still be long enough. I'm gonna set a pair. and
Wow.
I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna end. Go.
Okay. Standby. 1.
Oh, that's
1.
huge.
Main. I don't know why I put a 1 on here. I need to take 1. All right.
That's the end of the
I'm
game,
gonna set
right?
1.
Okay.
Morphing jar.
Oh, holy fuck. Oh
Why
my
not
god.
even normal
Yeah, jar's fine.
Cyber
Okay.
Phoenix?
Oh, they're all
It's
banished. They're all
5.
banished too.
They're all banished. Yep. Macro.
All right. Well, there goes my snatch steal. Oh no. I've never seen a more useless grip in my life.
That'll
what
do
the
it.
fuck do I do with this?
Dark hole.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah. All right. Everything's gone.
Breaker.
Yep.
Break macro.
Yep.
Wave motion.
Yep. That's the one. Yeah, you got it.
Finally!
Damn it, dude.
Oh, man, bro. What a fucking match. You brought this shit to the table, you goober.
You have not beaten this deck
So
yet, so
mad.
it's
I'm like,
Bro, oh my god, dude. I thought I lost
Holy-
at the double.
God, I'm fuming at that. Fuck! Oh, he deserved that one so bad. Book to stop dimension, macro to not die to wave motion was an anime play. Fuck. Tactical loss. It was a tactical loss. Yeah. We're just trying to not get the ban. All right, what do we got here? I had to watch him lose to
15 or
this shit.
above. Oh my god. I'm gonna take Warrior Lady.
Okay.
I'm gonna set a card.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Oh my god. This would be society if SEMO opened Final Countdown all 3 games. True. Don't click this. It has spoilers for tomorrow's video you haven't made yet. Okay. Please play Glads again, Gage. I want to see funny fusions. We don't have best Ari.
There are a few ways to actually interact with back row when you look at things. So aside from Trunade and MST, I don't know how else he's really destroying back row. I think he has dust tornadoes, but like he doesn't have like mass destruction.
That's funny. Please let SEMO get a Gorse. It would be entertaining. The anti-Dinomorphia tech. I am manifesting SEMO gets a wild card secret on the winner's wheel. Please, no. What is this? I don't get it. Oh, like I'm puppeteering him? Funny. Sure. We're back to the match 3 throw. No one's through. Funny. Ishizu tier slot machine, sure. When you get Black Rose but lose to the goofiest odd deck ever conceived in human history. Gage on a deck you could have played in GX. Alex on a glorified GOAT deck. Dark Legends. I will keep posting this until it's not true. The Fresh Prince of Despair. MBT when heroes finally get to Prague, only to lose to stall bullshit. Gage keeps mentioning his outs to Spell Traps. Breaker, MST, Dust, and Trunade. Only one problem. He cut Trunade? No. Yeah. Yep. So far, 5Ds has been filled with Age of Gage, and it's going great. I will say, God, these games are sick. True. Very true.
If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product...
That's good. I don't know how you got the quality that low. Background DMCA, so watch muted. Well, it's no fun muted. I've not been forced to use my full power for a long time. You may have 2 streams helping you build your deck, but I have the heart of a true duelist on my side. All the base decks in the world cannot save you from the hell I will unleash upon you. Behold my endless bullshit. The ban lists contain them IRL, but in our format they are truly free. These game-winning cards will spell your doom. What is this anime? It kind of looks like him, too. It's got, like, the red hair. The OG side looked like this before chat told him to take out cards. Oh, no. Noel carrying prog memes for another week. Insert 5% joke here. True.
Just a little bit of dick inside. I'm queer and I like guys.
A penis that fits just right. Sucking on a strap on. I forgot how. You know, that's not bad. That's pretty close. Just a little bit of dick inside. I'm queer and I like guys. A penis. Is this derogatory? Just right. It actually works really well with him doing this thing. And I like guys. A penis that fits just right. It looks like he's saying it fits just right on my ass. I built this deck to handle Alex's card pool. Macro to beat Chaos, back row removal to beat Stun. Alex opens to final countdown 2 games in a row. This is not okay. Cats only do this when they are extremely hungry for an entire rotisserie chicken. We'll watch that after this. MBT and chat help engage deck build.
Teamwork. Loving the teamwork. Loving the team. Guys, I cannot wait to blow Robert. Guys, I cannot wait to blow Robert.
Huh? Gage is now base. Gage when he listens and builds decks with people. Gage when he has to make a deck alone. True, very true, very true. I'm skipping around for DMCA. Thanks, Noel. So no head. Whoa! You found Gage on Tinder. That's incredible. Every time Simo busts out wave motion in the stall cards when Gage has fun and wins.
Well, that was a load of shit.
True. Me and the gang watching Simo and Nim Nim both playing decks that look like they came from a GX filler episode. That's what we've been waiting for! By the way, I like this one. When are we getting the Progression Series N-word compilation? Rothschild's making sure I'm still tired when I wake up. Yes.
Inside the park, and they began to overgraze. This then damaged the population of trees, which in turn lowered the number of birds that the area could support. It also made it so beavers were unable to properly build their dams, which
I'm
caused
trying to be
higher
kind of
levels
Gage
of soil
here, Chad.
erosion along the riverbanks. The erosion and overgrazing impacted the plant life near the
Gage
river
is
that
not
shaded
gay.
the
He's
water,
not
which
right.
combined with the lack of beaver dams raised the water temperature beyond what the local fish could tolerate. The ecosystem was in a death spin. The only thing to stop the downward spiral was a reintroduction of wolves back into the ecosystem. And this is what I suspect happened between Minecraft done by removing an ape.
Yeah, that's not a prog meme. Ah, chaos. Wow, you all are really in on this. The greatest part of waking up is Folgers in your cup as the discount on singles or sealed products. Yo. Fuck, that's sick. That is real nice. Oh, and there's me. Subscribe to twitch.tv/MBT Yu-Gi-Oh for more Marvel Snap content. We didn't even get to see it. Rotisserie Chicken Man. Is this really up? That's crazy. Not very many memes this week. I guess you all fucking hated this episode. All right, I'm going to PP, and then we are going to build Gage's deck for next week. So while I PP, you all can watch my most recent video. Hey, says he could eat one rotisserie chicken every day for 40 days, just like the TikTok guy.
Yeah, 100%.
No problem.
No problem at all.
You could eat an entire rotisserie chicken every day.
The debate we were having is Joseph says you have to raw dog the rotisserie. You can't mix it with anything else. I'm saying I'm breaking that rotisserie down.
He wants to inject rotisserie chicken.
Putting in mac and cheese.
No.
I'm putting it on a Sammy. Putting it in a salad if I'm fancy.
Okay, so if you get like lobster mac.
Sure.
Did you have a lobster?
No, I didn't.
Whoa, but if you made rotisserie chicken mac and cheese, you had rotisserie chicken.
If I did the rotisserie, just a rotisserie a day, I could totally do it. Depends on where I get it.
So what frustrated me about this is not only did Gage think this, everyone thought they could do the 40 days. Doug did.
40 days?
Everyone else said 40 days.
I mean, it'd be 50.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Couldn't even make 50, bro. I could do 50.
So this is sealed only 3. Each week, we'll open one sweaty fucking Walmart rotisserie chicken. We've continued the conversation after the cameras went off. Said that we could have a rotisserie chicken as other foods. Yeah. Said you could make chicken salad, buffalo chicken. That's not rotisserie chicken.
What do you mean it's not rotisserie chicken?
What the fuck? You can't make chicken salad out of Walmart rotisserie chicken. Yes, you can. No, you can't.
Totally cool.
You're insane.
I have done that.
You have not. You are just lying to me. All right, you live with Josh.
Yeah.
Josh is claiming that he's done chicken science for the past 9 months. He's taken rotisserie chickens and used them for nefarious purposes.
Your opponent
To make
cannot
pies,
count.
No,
to
truthfully,
make-
he is.
Not over the past 9 months. That's not
Yeah.
what I said.
In the past 9 months, I have never seen him bring one rotisserie chicken into our premise.
Interesting.
I have brought one rotisserie chicken.
I would smell that stuff. I'd smell it. You smell a rotisserie chicken, bro? Those things be stankin'.
The only chicken you've been bringing in is a weird popcorn chicken from Walmart.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, see, no.
This shit's gross.
So when I said rotisserie chicken, like in the gross, sweaty clamshell packaging from Walmart, that's what you meant too.
Yeah.
And you're gonna eat 40 of those.
Sure.
And you're gonna eat 40 of those.
Yeah. Why do you think it's gross?
It's terrible.
It's not. Have you ever been to Boston Market? Their rotisserie chicken's banging too. I can get it.
Yeah.
I'll get it anywhere. And a rotisserie chicken doesn't matter where it is. It'll be good. I don't know why. This is like, bro. If I
40 of them,
if I was craving a snack and it was 12 a.m.
What's stopping
I
you?
would get a whole rotisserie chicken.
What is
Like
stopping you?
nothing
What
is
is
stopping me.
Do it.
40 days right now.
All right.
Let's make it
bet. 40 days, bro. Rotisserie chicken. I'll start it up. We'll do it on stream. Next week, I'll get a rotisserie chicken, especially for stream. I will do it. I will do it. I'll eat the whole rotisserie chicken. I'm not even playing.
We're here in beautiful Pasadena, where I'm gonna start day 1 of my rotisserie challenge. Do you think anyone in California has seen someone vlogging outside before? We have lost Gage. He went in to discover how much time we had left, and they kidnapped him.
He ate all 40 I think he's just going to the bathroom.
They're putting him, they're like, all right, bitch boy, here's a rotisserie chicken. I think that I'm right about this. You are not going to just like casually eat 40 rotisserie chickens. It doesn't work like that. Anyway, please, everyone watch this. Comment. Very important that we can all comment on this. Everyone thinks they could do it. Do it then, bitch. You could not do it. Well, I could do it. I just don't want to do it. I could do it. I don't really want to do it. If you pay me $4,000, I'll do it. No.
That was wrong.
I eat 1 a week. Okay. Okay, are you still into it? Lobster sausage? Oh, you all gotta watch Ordinary Sausage. I turned everyone at this YCS onto Ordinary Sausage, by the way.
No refunds.
Ugh. Ugh. What does Simo get on the wheel next week that is not amazing? Redoer. Okay. Let's check out the Gage's deck one. The YCS memes one we're gonna do tomorrow. The fuck? Alright, let's see what we got.
That was wrong.
Totally not a stolen deck from another Simo series. This deck looks like penis. This looks like a poo-poo, penis, caca doo-doo deck. This deck looks like shit.
No refunds.
Looks awful. Don't like it. Let's keep going. Oh. 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 No, no, no. No shot. This one's sus. Oh, we have the 6am list again. Triple trap hole. I don't think we're doing that, but we could. All right, okay. This is based off the top 8 French national. Thank God, I wish I was dead showed up. What do we got? Oh, I knew I was going to see you again. Knew I was going to see you again. Loving the sideboard here. This looks awful. Really bad. Oh my God. What else do we have? This is the equivalent of Magical Scientist FTK. FTK. It's Soul Control. Okay, that's a no out of me. This one still looks crazy. I feel like we're just going to have a hard time not doing this one. This one looks unbelievable. No, this is terrible. Is it time for Skull Servants? Probably not. We can save this one. The Demise deck still around. 1 ARA though is terrible. End of the World is not a good card. It's just not a good card. Damn, I think we really missed the boat on this one. We missed the week we could do that. Guardian of the Throne Room. Oh, a Light in the Dark. That's funny. I like this one. I like this one. I like this one. Let's keep going. Oh! Okay. This is a thinker. Do we have Brain Research Lab? He does not have Mind Master. Okay, there goes that one. Damn, that's unfortunate. Morphtronics are sick. No, they're not. These are very bad. They both have a Mind Master. No, they don't. What set is Mind Master in? He re-ruled his Mind Master. Amazing. So close on this one, chat, but we are going to need... we're waiting until AAA. Yeah, we're going to need a AAA. True Pain Gaming, thank you for the raid. He re-ruled it? Yeah, I'm re-ruling! Yeah, this one looks alright. I feel like you don't need to be playing this dog shit. Or this dog shit, or this dog shit, or this dog shit, or this dog shit. You probably should be playing not this dog shit. You should probably be playing Celiac. You should definitely be on the 3rd Keldo. What the fuck is wrong with you? 3 Diviner? No, thank you. What is this? Extra barricade Borg? Phoenix Unicorn? How do you have room for all this? He didn't pull Suliek? Oh, my bad. Okay, I think it's between these three. I Wish I Was Dead here. Walk me through Stealth Bird. What is Stealth Bird in here for? Timing. It's another Icarus target. Sure. Best wing beast card at the M. 1900 defense under the field spell. When do we get the harpy shit from like the retrain stuff? When does that come out? Xyz era? Yeah, this is the one for sure. I think we will have another shot at DD. I honestly think, I hate to say this, I think DDT is too hard for Gage. I think he's going to be like, yeah, you normal Diamond Dude, and you activate it. We're already playing a lot of concessions in this list. I think we probably, unfortunately, there are just going to be some misses, and I think that this and the Demise list are just generally missed. Yeah. This is the one for sure. How the hell do you play DDT then? It's a combo deck. Here, hold up. We'll just play it real quick. Or you know what? I bet I have one on Dueling Book. This is the version it's based off of. Yeah, I mean, it looks exactly like this. It looks like he just has this list.
That was wrong.
See if I have a DDT deck. What would it be called? Diamond Dude Turbo? I guess I don't. What the fuck? That's crazy. Yeah, let's jump into a solo real quick. Okay, this hand you probably would just activate Diamond Dude. Card desk for 3 here. That hand you would just activate Diamond Dude. Jesus Christ. This is not looking good. Oh, man. Here we go. Oh, we found him anyway. Oh, okay. See, like, yeah, I'm getting pilled off this. Okay, this is closer. We go Sangan Monster Gate. That's good. Card Trooper, that's a good one. Sangan grab Malicious. D-draw. Pitch Malicious. Malicious. Upstart. Fuck. Rhoda. Diamond Dude. Trooper. Yeah, this deck is fucking terrible. Yeah, I think I like the Harpy one the best. Play a Harpy hand? I don't have to. They're all going to be like this. I think it's good. I think Harpy has the potential to be very good. The empty jar list seems better. Yes, but I don't want to play empty jar is the problem. All right, let's watch a couple videos and then we'll call it. Sorry that we're going a little shorter tonight. I'll probably end at 10 still. Just going a little shorter just because I don't want to press my luck on hope, or on my throat rather. Let's do Did people make funny videos about YCS Pasadena? This is a good one.
Your opponent cannot counter target blue eyes white.
Oh, come on. This is going to make me mad. I know it's going to make me mad.
Dragon in your monster zone with card effects.
What is halves of all of them now?
You have fallen from my trap.
Because blue eyes is 8, you have to tribute summon 2 monsters.
I have no other monsters.
That's why you can special summon a monster.
What does that mean?
We both start with 8,000 life points.
8,000?
We're doing YCS memes tomorrow. They need a day to cook.
Oh, hello. I've never once played Yu-Gi-Oh! I know nothing about it, but I know quite a lot about Magic the Gathering. In fact, I'm
He's never played Yu-Gi-Oh!
The Magic the Gathering professor. I figure that my skills with one card game should carry over to the other, and I'm going to demonstrate that here today because I've brought Paul of Team APS,
Is that Paul Apps?
You're one of the largest Yu-Gi-Oh! Channels out there.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. How easy do you think it's going to be for me to just pick up Yu-Gi-Oh! Having never played, and we're just going to jam through a game?
I mean, you know, everything should transfer over fine. I don't have any concerns. Yu-Gi-Oh's a little different, but it's not that bad. I promise. I promise.
He's lying. He's tricking him. He's being tricked. I do want to say real quick, for anyone who's like, oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so complex, here's an easy Magic the Gathering way to describe it. You're about to be playing Legacy, and you just learned what a land card was today.
I'm going to beat you. And just in case, I'm sure I'm going to beat you, and just in case I need any help along this way, I've got the dual spirits.
Oh, do you?
Coming here to help me. You might recognize my dual spirits here of Alec of Team APS and Larry of Team APS.
All right. Will we get in the hole?
Familiar faces.
In case I make any minor, I mean, it's understandable that there might be a minor error or two or a question along the way, and you'll be here to help me out, right?
Yeah, it's fine. We got you.
All right, but I can't imagine I really need you for anything. We shuffle up, right?
They should have given him a Shizu tier. I would listen. You know that thing about one Dorito contains more nacho cheese flavor than a peasant will experience in their entire life. That's me with Magic the Gathering players. You know, one Ishizu tier mirror contains more interaction than the average, I don't know, fucking Lantern player will experience in their entire life.
Shuffle cards. This deck was provided by Team APS. I have no idea what it is or what it does, but I'll figure it out.
Present to you.
You present to your opponent?
Yep. Oh, yeah, for a cut.
Oh, okay. Cut me. This is just like Magic. I'm going to have no problem at all. In Magic, we do this as well.
I was going to say, how is he concerned by this?
And I assume we're going to draw 7 cards.
No.
No, yeah.
Oh, that fucking idiot. It's 5 cards. All right, this is not for me. I thought that this was a video for me. This is not for me. Let's watch another apps video.
All right, duelists, welcome back to Team APS Plus, and you guys all know exactly why we're here today. YCS Pasadena was just this past weekend. It was the first major Yu-Gi-Oh! Event since the release of Magnificent Mavens, and this was a very long-awaited set for some pretty obvious reasons.
Hey, MBT, you want some haha funny content I noticed in the background for your recent vlog video? What? Oh, we watched this without you? Damn. Okay, we're going to have to check this. All right. At 046, the dude in the background hard stops to check out a girl's ass, thinking no one was looking, then 180s a stroller to get one more peek. All right, let's check it out. So there's the stroller.
Cheese. I'm putting it on a Sammy. Put it in a salad if I'm fancy.
There he is. It's a guy in the green over here.
Okay, so if you get like lobster mac, did you have a lobster?
No, I didn't.
Whoa, but if you made rotisserie chicken mac and cheese,
Holy
you had
shit! That's crazy! All right, hold up. Thank you for this. I am learning very much here. Okay, here we go. So I've just been informed at 46 in my new video, this individual with the stroller sees a girl with a sizable carriage pass by, turns around, realizes that she has an ass, then turns around again to catch it again. Here we go. Ready? Watch.
A salad if I'm fancy.
Okay, so if you
There's one. That's pass number 1.
you get like lobster mac,
Okay, let's just keep on going on with our day.
did you have a lobster?
No, I didn't.
Whoa, but if you
And there's pass number 2.
but if you made rotisserie chicken mac and cheese, you had rotisserie chicken.
If I did the rotisserie.
Jesus Christ. I wish he had gotten all the way to us and we could have been like, hey, dude, why'd you do that?
Just a rotisserie day, I could totally do it. Depends on where I get it.
So what frustrated me about this is not only the gauging this, everyone thought they could do the
No, I could do it.
the
40 days?
everyone else said 40 days.
Wait, where did he end up? There he is. He's talking to someone who graduated.
So this is sealed only 3. Each week we'll open one sweaty fucking Walmart rotisserie chicken. We continue the conversation after.
Well, we're talking about rotisserie chickens. Holy shit, that's funny.
All right, duelists, welcome back to Team APS Plus, and you guys all know exactly.
All right, what Oh, here's what we can watch. This is a good one.
Ello gays. Todavía have a list of top 5 ducks. Número 5. Dugan. Número 4. Duck disappear. Número 3. Dugran. Número 2. Duck dance. Honorable mention. Número 1. Duck spin.
That's good. 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 My apology video. What is Dyer spamming?
This is kind of the thing that we've been anticipating the whole tournament, is a turn like this one.
Oh my god, this is insane. Do you see this? Holy fuck. I mean, just ridiculous. They're resolving 2 effects. I mean, it's just fucking insane. It's ridiculous. But wait, they're going to go all the way up to a chain link 9. Oh my god, there's so many cards on them. Holy shit. You know what? I'd like to see 40 people making the exact same tweet as Farfa, please. Okay, thank you. All right, let's get another. Yep. Can we get another one of these, please? Okay, all right. Could we get... By the way, let's talk real quick about the bear tweet. This is my favorite of all time. I've never complained about any format since I got into competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! I was fine with True Draco, I was fine with Goki Firewall, I was fine with Spiral, Adamancipator, and whatever the hell else we had, but this, it's the first time I don't feel like playing locals, not gonna lie. You were fine with Goki Firewall? You were fine with Spiral? You gotta be racist or something. Against Tears. My head hurts, says Gabe Vargas. Don't worry, I don't think Gabe is gonna have to comprehend much this format. Alright, we are what, to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, this one's a little different. We'll go back to
Imagine
13.
watching this.
Alright, we only got 14 tweets that were the exact same thing. That's unfortunate.
When they're sent to the graveyard.
As someone who doesn't know Yu-Gi-Oh that well, you look at this and you're like, bro, what am I watching?
To be fair, a casual Yu-Gi-Oh viewer will not understand any Yu-Gi-Oh because Yu-Gi-Oh is complicated constantly. But yeah, this is pretty egregious.
They're just putting cards on the field.
They've literally spent at least like 8 minutes just milling cards.
Yep, that's what the deck does. That's what both decks do.
This is kind of silly.
Bro, look at this. Look at the. Just pause the video and.
All right.
look at this game at the sports state. My God.
Oh my gosh! I mean, like, you guys can see what they're milling. I'm not gonna be able to tell you everything that they're putting. A lot.
That's pretty embarrassing. Not gonna lie. There was one of these that was like, how do you even commentate something like this? And it's like, it's actually pretty easy. We're resolving. I mean, I don't know which exact ones that led to this scenario, but I'd say we're probably resolving an Agito and a Kelbeck. Because it's the mirror, both players have an opportunity to mill an Agito or a Kelbeck, which will cause the chain to happen again. And then you can see on screen that Pack has access to Rhino Heart, to Sheeran, and to Havness. Hani's cards are a little clumped together, but you can see Rhino Heart and Havness and what appears to be Sheeran as well. So I imagine they'll resolve them in sequence.
Just pause the video and look at this game at the sports state. My God.
Oh my gosh! I mean, like, you guys can see what they're milling. I'm not gonna be able to tell you everything that they're putting. A lot of
and
cards
Pack
in the
are
graveyard.
sloppy babies. Yes, I could beat them both easily. Actually, Pack came over and I found out that is not remotely true. Oh, good. A dire link? Sure.
The One Piece! The One Piece is real!
Show the real one. Show real. Yeah! Yeah!
That was wrong.
I summon a 1900 attack beater, and I pass. I too will normal summon a 1900 attack beater, and I guess I will pass. I will set one trap. Well, at least in old Yu-Gi-Oh, everybody got to play. Did they though, or? Yada, why don't you let me take this one? All right. Look, I get it. New Yu-Gi-Oh can feel really frustrating, especially when there are formats when people just vomit out 18 negates and you can't play through them and so on. But this format really, even though it's kind of tier 0-y with me as the best deck, is really rewarding to skillful play and resource management. That's fair. Yeah, that's pretty much why I win. I don't make an unbreakable board, I just manage my resources. Although I'm not as good at it as they are, but okay. Same here, I pretty much just activate one card, so. Totally, yeah, it rewards skillful play. Definitely. No, not you guys. You guys out of
That's fun. That's a fun one. No, not you guys. Get out. Let's check out this MCole40 video. Oh, let's actually check out this Hypnocorn video.
I get top. Here's deck. 3, 3, 3, 3. Tier monster. Earth monster. 3, 3, 3, 3. Very good. Non-engine. 3. I gave one back. 1, 2, 1. Yeah. God card. Auto top. 3, 1, 2, 1. 1.
Ooh, main deck heartbeat.
And then 1, 1. Why? Simon said so. Extra deck. God card. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Ausa!
1, 1.
That's neat.
Friend. Best friends. Side deck 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Oh! You thought we were just gonna skip over that. He said 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then put a 3 of down. Excuse me?
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Oh!
That was wrong.
And this because it's my favorite card. That's it. Shoutouts to Athens Collectibles, Complexity Card Gaming, my friends, Waf, Chinwagging, and Quiche.
Aww. Oh, Vlad.
What's up, Duelists?
Duelists.
This last weekend, YCS passed the game. I'll explain all the choices. Do that, and then just be in a bad position. Like, I don't want to activate Future Fusion and basically.
Oh shit, he played dragons. That's crazy. It was nice to see E3 over the weekend. He came by. E3 travels with a pair of fossil format Pokemon decks and tries to bait people into playing them. What about Wallow? What does Wallow have to do with we ain't talking about him.
That was wrong.
The Joshua video tier list listing all the meta decks is pretty solid. All right, let's watch that.
All right. This is also going to be a YouTube video, so
This is too long.
put Runic Mystic Mine. It's a deck that I'm very afraid of going against it depending what deck I play. However, it's a lot harder to play this deck.
He's so mean. All right, let me go to Exosister and see what Rebby is mad about.
I've played against it. I'm gonna leave it here. Like the grindy Sky Strike, I really don't much talk about. Trying to do as well as Resident Sleeper deck, I think, had shifter decks of the metagame, right? Other decks can play shifter, but for the most part, these decks are considered like shifter turbo, right? Shifter turbo, and that's about it. The problem is that like Exosister, first of all, if Exosister doesn't draw shifter, it feels like a joke to me. Such a pathetic deck, I feel like. And then even if it draws shifter, I feel like it can still lose. If we're looking just at Exosisters, I would have to put it somewhere into the mediocre category. However, since it's basically just a worse version of Flunder, I think there's no reason to play Exosister when you could play Flunder, which Flunder I'm gonna put here. And I know, why is he putting Flunder into good decks? He hates Flunder. I do hate Flunder, but I cannot argue the fact that Flunder is a strong deck in this upcoming format. I know, I'm sorry, Nesh.
This guy's washed. Name a single event he's won this month. Yeah, he didn't even place at the CSM. Like, this person is not.
I'll say one thing. I, myself, not even a 0.1% chance that I'm playing Flunder for YCS Dortmund. It's not happening. I personally don't think it's a good choice. But there's a difference between a deck being a good deck or a good choice. I personally don't consider Flunder a good choice, but I consider it a good deck.
Like, legitimately, I know Joshua Schmidt's a good player and everything, but, like, his list from the YCS, it was just embarrassing. Like, I saw it all around the internet, or like the whole week before. He probably just scrubbed it off somewhere and just played it.
Does actually have decent matchups if it doesn't break, right? I would like to tell you guys that Flunder is a
That's crazy,
bad deck,
by the
but
way.
it's
That is insane that his deck was just public knowledge.
not. I'm afraid of playing against Flunder, because if it draws a good hand, it beats me. I can be as good as I want. I can draw good hands as much as I want. If they draw a good hand, they can beat me. Please don't advertise it. I'm not advertising it. I'm just being honest in my
Nesh says,
YouTube videos.
brother. Nesh, by the way, got to meet him at Pasadena. He was fucked. I've never seen a man that jet lagged. By the end of day one, he was like, I do not wish to be alive anymore. He was not doing so hot.
So,
How's he back already? Oh,
made it this far.
he lives in Cali.
Question.
That's why his name is the Cali
I actually had a ton of fun
where-
talking to everyone at
Talk
YCS
to me about
Pass of the entire weekend, dominated by Tierlament.
Oh, do we have the list? Let me go to Sebto. Okay, here's what we got. Tier Shizu, Sprite Bestial, Tier Shizu, Flu. Tier Shizu, Flu, Sprite Bestial. Tier Shizu, okay. And let's do some regionals. Bordeaux, France. Tier Shizu, Rika. Top 8 from Trinidad and Tobago. IDK sorry. Fayetteville, Arkansas. Tirashizu, Runic rank 4. Tri-Brigade Sprite. I love the Midwest, baby. Hamburg, Germany, we have Mine. Danger. Lima, we have Exosister. 1. Cool. Flu. Sprite. Tier Bestial. Sprite. Tirashizu Sprite. Runic Sprite. Runic Sprite. Runic Sprite. Sprite. See? Rio de Janeiro proves. Sprite Runic is the best deck. Wow, Jesus. This is the Nadir servant list, by the way.
Yo, what's
Griffin Gamrat. I don't really like the main deck explanations, but by the time he gets to the side, it's like, this is a really illuminating video. Salvation Ishizu Runic. Oh! Why? No. No. Absolutely not. Oh, God. What's the idea? You like mill 5 and it's all runic shit, and then you go runic card for Gary, and then you add back the fountain, and then you draw 3? Yeah, that sounds terrible. Why are we playing Sapphire Pegasus? Why not the turtle? Because there's no reason. We're not on Kid Kalos. The Sapphire Pegasus makes an Abyss Dweller larger. Awful. You should look at this. What do we got? YCS first-timers. For many duelists, today is another event in their long-standing career. However, it started somewhere. Here are 3 duelists attending their first championship series. Caleb Hernandez. He's been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For 5 months, and it's his first YCS. He's playing the main event using Branded Despia with Bestial. Brian Morua, 7. He's playing for over a year and diving headfirst into a YCS. Hell yes! Hero! Antonio Papa. Oh, yeah? Who could this be? He started playing the game as a child and kept going with it all these years. He's most excited to see innovation from the game and the friends he's made. He loves being a part of the community. Traveling from Verona, Italy for his first YCS, he's playing the popular Tierleman deck featuring the new Ishizu Fairy Monsters. Thanks, Tony. Antonio could not pick a specific card, but he is ready to duel anyway. Holy shit, that's so funny. Child. Next jump scare. I didn't know this was his first fucking YCS. Oh my god. Oh. That's incredible. What did the Pasadena coverage look like? They talked to Doug for the like, what cards are you looking out for? First off, Speed Duel Giant cards. Songa, Bubble Man. If any of you got this shit, hit me up. Dragon Duel top 4. This mat is sick. Oh, the Attack of the Giant card, Cartesia, Schnorr. But the Doodle Beast.
That That was wrong.
Oh, I will say one thing that was kind of an L. I guess they didn't do the what cards are you looking out for, huh? One thing that was pretty whack was they kind of whiffed on the bounty duelists. So like 4 of the bounty duelists were like really, really good players, and then some of them were like, this guy has a funny name. It's this person came last alphabetically. It was like, all right.
I don't know if you know already what you will be facing in the future rounds, but what are you hoping to face?
I'm hoping to face Striker, because I think that's the best deck, but I'm pretty sure I'm just seeing Tier.
And with that, how do you like your chances of winning this whole tournament and taking first place now that you're in the top 4?
Pretty sure it's 0, but we'll try.
I don't know if you...
Pretty sure it's 0, but we'll try. I mean, was he wrong? It fucking Sprite player in top 4. Oh, what a cute photo. All right. I'm out. I'm shot. My voice is done. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do the YCS Pasadena thread. And I will film a little with Douglas Zeef, I think. I'm pretty sure he's around. We'll see. I'm going to go spend time with my wife. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Who's online that I can throw this over to? Oh, Hardleg. What the fuck is Hardleg streaming for?